he's always got to try and obtain that same thing before we can even get a chance to make it work, to make it happen. Prime example is that Kendra got a phone call from an old friend who was wanting to pass their dog on, to somebody else and be responsible because of whatever their issue is. I don't know what their friend's issue is, right? I do remember that this person, said, I don't like Mike Nimchek, I don't like Mark Nimchek. This is coming from Kendra's, vocabulary after her and Rios got done talking with this individual about the dog. Within 24 hours, within 24 hours, suddenly Michael has the dog. That was almost going to give it to them. And that's a recent example I have where Michael and Mark decided to take on a dog where they can't even take care of themselves. Because their place is inhabitable with everything that Mike and Mark have in there. They don't even do half the shit that me and my household do. When we will have a mess, but within that week, we're having it cleaned up again. Because we make time to get our place clean. They have not made. They're very unorganized. There's.
Oh, let me get on this for 1 second. The reason I'm giving this kind of background, it's one of the ones I have downloaded. This is Washington D.C. where we thought as 2011, and I've been in touch with this guy who made this. He does these documentaries where he read from the fringes of American politics. Where he basically films rallies of far right, extremists. And you might have heard of the Tea Party movement, which has kind of, at that time, let's just say that movement, if you will, morphed into what we would call MAGA today. That's the roots of it. But you just watch this for a second. Yeah, this guy's Randall Terry, who is also a grifter.
Well, that Muhammad cut people's heads off with his own hand.
What this is about.
Most people don't know that he authorized the assassination of people who satirized him. So that's the basis of Sharia law. Are you guys Muslims?
You know
English, right?
Well, Muslim rally.
I know. Well, they canceled it.
I'm
I'm Randall Terry. I'm the founder of Operation Rescue. I'm the host of the daily television show, Randall Terry, the voice of resistance, on Me in 3.
That's Terry Jones.
I'm with Pastor Terry Jones, I apologize.
So you see that they're
In
together
3.
at this rally.
Okay.
This guy is a Muslim. Not famous, but he was always in front of the White House for some.
A lot of
He would pray. He would pray in front of the White House to show that Muslims are Americans, freedom of religion, and we're not scary terrorists.
Besides that, I'm a firm believer. If you devote yourself to our country, doesn't matter where you're from, you do the right steps to make yourself a citizen on this in our country. Whether you're born back in America, you're already.
Absolutely.
I will state that as a representation of America that should be today.
Absolutely. That's what America's all about.
Because I'll tell you personally, me in America, I could care less what your background is. I could care less, what you do outside my home. Just a lot of shit is none of my issue. Okay. But the only issues that I will ever have is when you start talking shit about my family or trying to harm my family. That's when the threshold has been crossed, and then that's where I start to get affected very, very much so mentally and physically. That my capabilities and what I know I've been trained to do from the Marine Corps since 2009. I still retain. And I'm one that, if pushed the right way, I will act on it because I'm sick and tired of I can do what I should be doing as a human being. Okay?
Well,
Not judging, not disrespecting, it's a simple word of respect. Okay?
so
Why I
why?
run to people that will, put me in a position that I'm tested.
So so why didn't it bother you then that he had that vest?
Because it was him. I didn't live with him. I didn't do anything other than, when he called me over to be his bodyguard.
That's pretty much hate speech. That,
Me,
that,
but again, if it's not towards me, and it's on and it's on somebody else's part, I care less. Because in the First Amendment, freedom of speech, Mark Nimchik chose to wear that. Okay? Mark Nimchik chose the words that he put on there. I was like, so therefore, because I'm not actually related to Mark Nimchik, I have no say other than an opinion.
but you were walking.
I cannot.
You're walking with.
I knew I was walking with them, and I will admit that I was walking with them. But again, earlier, like I said, I believed in his conful ways because he conned me into his operation. 3 months' time, I got out because the clues were kicking in the gear to get the fuck out. Because he was fucking up, and he was not acting like he represents himself to me. That is the dead honest truth about me. But when you put some on your shirt, when whether I like it or not, you are a human being. Okay? Remember that. You are a human being. You make your own decisions. You make your own reasonings to whatever you want to do to benefit you. I can't tell you as a human being who's not blood related, not family related to you, okay, how to live your life. You see what I'm saying? That's what I want you to understand.
Yeah, I hear where you're coming from.
But as long as it doesn't affect me, it's not my problem. When it starts to affect me, now it's my problem, and that's another kind of what led us here today, because it is affecting me, and I want to get to the bottom of this and do what needs to be done to have Mike and Mark Nimchuk, out of our lives, because they are trying to set us up, I guess, for their benefit. If that makes any more sense there.
Yeah, absolutely. They're not done with you, maybe.
They're not doing any of us because right now Michael Nimchek's goal is to try and get back Kendra. But Kendra is now happier with her new boyfriend, Rios, who's doing a hell of a lot more than he would ever do.
You
He's
they're gonna stick
Mr.
together?
Mr. Rios himself. He's more of the prime example of what a spousal material needs to be.
Isn't that
That
kind of,
Mike Nimchek wasn't.
isn't that kind of quick to be on the rebound like that? Big girl had a 14-year relationship straight into a real relationship.
I'll tell you this. When you hear your friend tell you she don't feel like a woman, she don't know what it's like to be appreciated when you don't feel like you're anything useful, as a human being who has a right to be here on our wonderful, planet, especially here in Vegas. That's the damage that Michael Nimchek did to her. He caused so much psychological and medical neglect on her that it was a great idea that what Kendra did in getting into a better relationship was what she needed. Because what I see, I barely had to correct Rios compared like I did with Michael Nimchek.
Does he go by Mike or Michael?
Michael.
You always call him Michael.
Well, you think about it. Say Mike or Michael, it's the same name.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just unusual.
Like Jonathan. You can be Jonathan or John.
I go by John most.
Okay, and Jack can be spelled a couple different ways. Like Kevin can be spelled a couple different
Yeah, I
ways.
go by Jon.
So, but at the end of the day, all I can tell you is when it comes to Michael, Michael is not a good guy altogether because he will promote what he has background in, but use it to his advantage in a negative way. Where he's got medical training and all this other crap. If you have medical training, then you know how to administer medicines that you failed to neglect to give Kendra properly,
Yeah.
that witness. Yeah.
If he had medical training, why is he doing this time? Doesn't he work in that
That's
field?
Michael. Again, remember,
Because
if it doesn't benefit Michael.
I can't confirm any of that medical story stuff.
All I can tell you is this: what I've seen Michael do and what he stated, that he's got a medical background, he doesn't show it very well. He shows more of a neglectful side on his end than anything else, especially when he says, well, I'll show you the video, he says, fuck your legal rights. Okay? There's your Michael that everybody needs to know. He don't care about your legal rights. He don't care about the law. He don't care about anything. It's all about Michael. Okay? And for his advantages.
Yeah.
Okay? Michael has numerously, because of issues with their doctor, he has gone all the way, which in text messages, he's stated a couple dealers' names that he was buying specific medication that because they could get a hold of their doctor, he was getting them off people illegally. I witnessed him, go the extra mile. He would come up with money, whether it's in donations or he pawned something, and he'd go out there and come back. But then leave Kendra to do whatever she's got to do to get better. And because Kendra's in a duress state due to Michael's neglect, he just watches, Kendra just fall apart. And then Michael just basically does his part to take advantage of the situation. Michael Nimchek is 100% not a good person. He wants things for himself, and that's it. He don't care about you. He don't care about anybody. He don't care who he victimizes. That's Michael.
He's a parasite, manipulative.
Just like Mark Nimchek, and Mark Nimchek likes to promote something he's really not.
Of course.
But he does use his words very smoothly. So therefore, you're geared to want to help him, just to find out you're his next victim after you start catching on, and he makes you give you a reason to get the hell out of there, because things ain't making sense.
A really key thing, and why I have this video downloaded, is this guy. Have you ever seen him before?
Hardly, never.
Look close.
I'll be honest with you.
Look closely at him. That's 10 years ago.
Okay,
Ever seen that?
he almost looks like Chumley. From like a younger version of Chumley.
Yeah.
Like maybe it could be a cousin, could be a brother.
Do you know who that is? This guy.
No clue.
His name is Thomas Scalgione. That
Okay.
was his partner in the 9/11 truck scam. The reason that Mark Nimchik would have told you that he was the main guy who got him in trouble and that he went to prison for it, but Mark Nimchik didn't, is because that guy, Scalgione, is on lifelong probation. Megan's Law. What that is?
I've never dealt with it, so you would have to reiterate with me on that one.
Means he attempted to meet with a minor for sex. But he was actually talking to an undercover agent. Like in Catch a Predator. Have you seen To Catch a Predator?
Oh, I've seen numerous shit like that.
That's what he did. That's why he was on lifelong probation. That's why when they got busted, he did 6 months in state pen for it. Nimchik went scot-free. So he spun the story that, it was all his fault. That's why he went to prison. That's not true. And I'm going to tell you something that I have not made public yet. On the 19th, when I was doing the TikTok live, the day before we met, there was a short period in between two lives when I didn't have the camera ready. I was outside the Walgreens. I saw a guy dressed in black, except for the front of his shirt. It had big green letters that said Jersey Strong. And I never really approached anybody, but on that lot.
I seen your live TikToks, and you definitely gotta understand one thing I learned from you. Go live and you hide, I can expose where you hide, because that's where what definitely went down during my time in the involvement being conned into Mark Nimchek.
I'm not always trying to hide, though.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna tell you something right now. Because also the police don't want to do their job correctly. When it came to what I showed them recently,
What I really want to know is one thing. That time the two of you approached me,
right by the circus stage.
July 22nd, by the stage.
Yes, sir. I remember that day very well. That
What
you
was your-
ran the circus.
What was your plan?
Here's the thing. You want to know what my plan was? I wanted to confront you. Like I did pretty much on Fremont a week ago. But in a more subtle.
About what?
Because Mike and Mark Nimchek have already told me that, of your negative ways towards them. Could I remember back to 3 months ago? Probably not. Not right now, at least because of the factor of all the mental issues I'm dealing with since being involved in getting out and then involving you. Okay? It takes time when it comes to my mental health, but I promise you'll get the information that you need because I will be sparked back up to remember clues. All right?
Mike,
But I can tell you in basic knowledge, the negative issues that they've told me about you are the reason why. Again, I told you already that because it's 3 months ago with everything else going on.
I can't remember anything.
If you want me to try to remember anything, I mean,
Did they say I was working with any? Was I alone in this, or was I working with other people? Did they say?
they use your videos a lot. That's one thing they did use. The one where you exposed somebody in a circle. It was a hazy picture, guy with long blonde hair.
Sunny B.
If that's what his name is.
That's the same video that you're in.
Yeah, if anything, that would be the same video that you call me
Sunny
walking
D.
Mark Nimchek.
Sunny B is the guy who punched me in the neck that time that I told you about.
Well, if there's
It
anything,
was July
they
17th.
were using, if anything, they were using your videos a lot, but word for word, remember, mental health issues, due to all the stressors and everything, it's going to take a minute, for me to, but what I can affirm is he was talking very negative about you, and when you were pointed out, I was in belief of what they were stating to me, that I wanted to try and confront you, but then you bolted. And I remember this, when you bolt like you do, it's not a good sign for you. Because if you really, really have...
Do you understand that I was physically assaulted 5 days before that by some?
But then you're putting...
But 3 of them at once.
I understand.
And you
Guess what?
didn't read anything that I wrote about that. Do you understand that I had 2 tone files
Can I tell you
that
something?
I whipped out and told them as they were coming at me to get back?
Listen,
And 3 of them
Listen.
coming at me,
hold on, Rick.
and I spun my tone file and I told them very little.
So you tell me that day you assumed I was going to come and attack you when I never attack first.
That would be a safe assumption
Safe assumption.
because it's happened twice.
But here's the thing is, okay, I need a reason to get physical, and I have pictures on my old TikTok. If you look up Kevin Paradowski, not Kevin Paradowski 6, my old TikTok, where I was exposing 7-Eleven, which now the owners at 7-Eleven, and last told her trying to sell 5 of their stores and move to California. But here's the thing is, I've gotten the fights 4 times.
You need to get
Plus, I lost every fight on all 4 fights that happened at 7-Eleven. I could have died on a couple of them. And guess what I still do? I still willingly put myself on the line every day. So, I'm telling you, what your actions did, even though it was a safe assumption, so, through visual actions that you didn't make you look good. Okay, you got to defend yourself on those when you run away, because my family, being in the law enforcement side, running away does not help. Maybe if it was a life or death situation that can be confirmed, yes.
Do you understand that?
But running away when we're trying to confront, no, you gotta understand this is my side of the family that's in the legal side.
If you
Okay?
were reading the background that I wrote and you'd read it before that approach, you would probably think very differently. They assaulted me one time, and about 30 minutes later, I'm standing outside the Walgreens and I'm talking with a security guard. 3 of them come up to my side very suddenly, right up close to me.
No, you're not flat though, right?
Sonny D whispered to me that I was coming with them, or they would kill me right there.
So let me put it this way.
I shoved him back as hard as I could,
There's your mistake.
and I turned out my tongue from. And
The
I
thing
said,
is-
"Back up."
I mean, to be on a different note with this,
There were people.
listen,
There were people screaming on Phoenix Street
hey,
as I whipped it around, and I said to them again, "Do not come any closer." And they began to approach, all 3 of them.
yeah, but you initiated the issue with
No.
whipping on your tongue.
That was the second.
That's the issue.
That
You
was the
guys,
second assault of the night.
okay, but still, just because of one, when you want me to work with
So that was
abuse.
coming with them, or they would kill me right there.
Well, you gotta understand one thing that I do not like what the police are doing. Till you're actually hurt and bleeding,
I
don't get involved.
And I could very well split one of their heads open and sent their fucking, skull fragments spinning across Fremont Street.
And you could have, but then guess what? You know that by
I found a
law,
way through it. And I decided to take a sprint, and I went through the 2 of them and turned around so fast that they were still facing that way. And
Well,
they
let me
faced
tell you
towards me.
for your own institutional laws, for your own institutional needs, you do not put yourself in a position, which is easily you could have done. What you're just telling me, where you're a victim and now you're going to be an aggressor, and that's how victims to aggressors get thrown in jail and then get their fucking disrespect.
I was
Okay.
pushing him back to give myself space because he could have had a knife.
You should see a knife.
He could have
I
stuck
mean, let me ask you quick questions because these weren't even officers
He
to
could have
say.
stuck me in the ribs.
Did you see a weapon physically? Did you see a clip?
That night? No.
Therefore, there's the issue.
Did you know that Michael Nemchek held a can of, this is on June 14th, that he held a can of mace right in my face, right outside the Walgreens,
Again,
and I didn't flinch.
his thing is.
Then he assaulted me. He shoved me back twice.
Just like what I'm going to show you in the video that Mike and Mark did to me. He alone, the detectives won't do shit.
And that was right outside the Walgreens, maybe 2 feet from the entrance. It was in view of security cameras overhead on Fremont.
Again, why do you think I'm talking with you on that, and also the pretense that even the police ain't doing your shit?
But let me go back to the guy with the Jersey Strong shirt. About 10 minutes before that, there was a guy who came up to me and asked if I knew where he could buy weed on the street. And I said, I don't know, because there's the place, down the street. And then I didn't see it for a while. But then I saw him with the Jersey Strong shirt guy. And just on impulse, I said, "Are you from New Jersey?" Because I was going to be like, "Oh, this guy I'm talking about is from New Jersey." And the guy wasn't looking at me until then. But then he looked up and he looked daggers right at me. And he said something like, "I don't talk to people wearing dirty clothes." That was surprising.
That's around everywhere. Everybody knows that you're homeless. There was a guy over at
Wait. Who told you I'm homeless?
pretty much all of Fremont. It's the best way to put it.
I'm not homeless.
Well, there is a guy that's on Fremont, the actual Fremont Street, right before you hit El Cortez.
Do you know that?
They said he told me you live in a van. Then he said,
Apartment.
but he,
An
but
apartment.
he, but he says the van you live in, and he was very vague about it. He's like, it's a big van, big van.
I want to talk to that guy because he must have heard it from Chuck. And you know why I know? On the June 14th attack, a guy called Brandon Acosta.
Other name I don't know.
I'll show it to you. He,
You gotta remember, when you're talking names to me, I don't know names. Show me faces, it's better.
yeah, we can do that. But he was saying the same thing. He said that I'm homeless and that I was convicted of being a pedophile, which is not true. I have no.
That says that you are definitely in a mistake.
All that is made up.
Unforgivable.
All that is made up by Nemchev. You didn't fucking fact check it, did you? You never fucking asked me. Nobody.
I don't know. One here. One listen. I was looking. Want you know how I can look it up?
You're trusting one of the most notorious fucking liars in America.
The factor is, it's not.
I have never been homeless. I have never had any felony.
Did you hear what I said? Fremont.
Yeah, I know.
Which means there's a lot of people there.
That's what I'm fucking talking. Fremont Street, for this story, what I'm trying to present it as a microcosm of post-truth America. You ever heard of that expression, post-truth?
Yeah. You want to expose what real America, what America is right now, and it shouldn't need to be this way. That's my understanding.
It's not just you. It's fucking gullible.
Too many people are being victimized. That's what you're trying to say.
You're saying that I'm down there all this time, and people are talking about me behind my back, saying I'm homeless.
Yeah, when you're not around, man, when your name comes up, people are literally telling things that you're homeless.
Yet this guy was one of the most notorious liars in America. They're fine with him being there. They're too fucking stupid to look up a fucking news article when I have a fucking name across my goddamn sign. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Why can't you do a fucking Google search?
And again, you make sense on a Google search, but now you're talking, hear me out. You're talking like you understand psychological mindset of a human body, okay?
This motherfucker, listen,
not humans.
Was with Thomas Skoldziov. Victim in the agency, trying to meet with a minor for sex. You didn't fucking know that.
And nor did I have any motivation or clues.
I put it on my fucking YouTube. I spent fucking hours making these, collecting these, organizing these.
Guess what?
For you.
But then you do remember
For 3 months.
to
get the fucking truth.
But then you do remember when I told you earlier that for 3 months I was conned into their scheme before I finally got smart.
That's why I came to. That's what I know. Out, but it's useless if people don't want to hear it and won't do the fucking bare minimum. I have on the sign, Google is.
Well,
Why can't
here's what I need you to do then. The problem is, if you're not homeless,
I've never been homeless.
okay, listen.
I worked in that Walgreens for 7 months. Did you know that?
I know about you working in the
But he
Walgreens.
got me fired by showing them a fake restraining order and then also making up the same kind of shit stories you believe. That I'm a pedophile. Shit like that. This is one of the most notorious liars in America.
A lot of people in Fremont are saying you are.
A lot of people are saying,
Man, you know, I can confirm to keep it simple.
well, guess what?
They work on Fremont.
Guess what? If Mark Nemchev wanted to bury the truth,
He's already got Fremont siding with him.
yeah, that's the story.
Yeah, that's
The story isn't
That's
just
what you
about.
want
The
to know.
story isn't about.
Yes.
The story isn't just about him. It's about you guys. How you're too fucking dumb to do basic research. I'm
we're
sorry,
not
but
dumb.
it's true.
No. Refrain that word dumb, and I'm gonna listen.
News media
Zero.
in this
Zero of
country.
this. Zero. Okay?
I'm sorry, but it's true.
We are not dumb. Okay? We just don't think.
That's why you're Trump supporters also. You can't do fact checks. You believe everything Trump
Is
says.
this becoming a listen case? Okay,
I'm getting pissed off because
you're getting pissed off
I've
because
heard of
now,
those
look what you're doing.
I've heard those rumors,
Look what you're doing.
and I see how easy it is to con people.
Yeah, you're starting to lose your. Okay, you want to know what you're doing right now? You're starting to lose the concept of our meeting. I can see it. I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
Because you want information. Now you're coming off at me that I'm gonna take as a form of attack.
Not just you. I'm sorry about that, but
But
it's really frustrating.
Let me tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this right now. Do not call us dumb. That's how you're gonna create an enemy concept that's gonna come against you. We're not dumb.
I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm trying.
We are not as well educated like you think we are, only because we don't do what you expect a lot of us to do
I get them.
on a normal basis.
I get them. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not putting my. I shouldn't put my
Don't let your emotions.
standards.
It's like me, where you affect your mental health, and then I think very dark, sadistic, demonic ways of fucking getting rid of people. Okay, then I have to refrain because of the
Or I
demon
don't
that
take it
wants
down
to
a
come out.
notch. But you understand
But you
how
understand what I'm saying. So you gotta understand this. Okay,
the lies.
that's the
That-
focus you need to
That's
focus
why I
on.
get emotional. I see what
The problem
this
is-
boils down to me for is that I've spent some years of my life living overseas in dictatorships where there's no freedom of speech. Where,
Oh, definitely. We are a good country to live.
where if you criticize the dictator, you die.
Exactly. I know you're talking about. I'm very well aware of it.
Truth doesn't matter.
But you do understand.
That's what can happen here. Because people don't fucking care about truth. But for people who understand what I'm doing, I've been called a hero.
But at the same time,
But if you're not willing to look at simple facts, then you're going to think I'm a fucking pedophile and the evil guy.
you're
And Mark Nimchik, one of the most notorious, hated liars in America, is the good guy.
well. Here's
How the hell is that even possible?
again. What I said? It took me 3 months to discover that nobody is doing like I did for 3 months, getting conned and helping him just to see the side that I saw that got me out of there. People anywhere on Fremont, the Strip, they're only seeing him for like what, maybe 60 seconds out of the whole entire day at a time. Okay, they're not living, breathing, being neighbors with Mark and Mike Nimchik. They're not in the same boat as we are.
What do the police tell you about me?
Police have never discussed anything with me other than
You said it. You said, that they
that
said I was like a crackpot or something.
there is a police officer who has said who believes medically you're not
What's
stable.
his name?
I cannot give out that name only because
I need that name.
you can. I'm gonna leave that to you.
Won't tie it back to you. But if he's making that up, that's smoking gun evidence that he's working with him. Just what I've been theorizing for the.
And you could no.
And
It's a theory.
it's even more than that. That he has been brainwashed to buy into the Mark Nimchik conspiracy theory that says that Nimchik is a real SEAL, that the 2013 9/11 truck was all staged.
Again, Mark Nimchik is well known to talk the talk, like he's smiling.
But I'm saying that he's managed to convince actual police.
And that's a good
Here's
possibility.
another question I need to ask you. You wrote Supporters of Pops. I want to talk about July 29th.
During the time I was still involved, being conned into his.
Do you know what happened on July 29th?
If you're looking at my Facebook post, July 29th, I believe I took William's picture and I posted where he was shaking hands with some people and maybe got a picture with some ladies or something. Just got those pictures in my phone.
The three people that are shaking hands. That's during the daytime. I don't know if that's the 29th, but on the 29th, I was handcuffed by police. You know that?
No.
And I was standing on the corner because you don't watch any of my videos. All right.
Like the 29th, was that the day you were live? And I watched the officer Yeah, that was during the time.
8 to 10
okay,
police officers swarmed me.
there was not 8 to 10, there was about 4.
Being directed by, well, I got video. And 2 Arcadia security guards, Dakota and the tall blonde one.
When I got
Who
took a screen,
were the supporters of Pops?
at the time, if you were going live and you got arrested and your life leak up, because I have screenshots of the whole incident when I was on your TikTok watching your live feed. Okay, I know how many officers there were. At the same time,
Who were the supporters of Pops?
I don't even know if they supported Pops, but I do know that Michael Nimchek made a
Supporters of Pops.
Michael Nimchek made a phone call, and then I heard that person he called it in to the cops that got you shut down.
Say that
And
again?
Michael Nimchek called
Who?
somebody that was on Fremont, who then in return called the cops, and then that's how you got your life feed shut down.
It was a security guard, wasn't it?
I don't know who Michael called. Okay, Michael said he made the phone call, and then I watched it so you were live when you get arrested.
What do you tell them?
But all I saw was the cops chest in your camera, and then your feed went dead.
What did you tell the person on the phone?
Michael Nimchek, he called a person, says, Kate's on Fremont. He's hiding and trying to look for Kevin and Mark, basically. Today you were live, and that was it. For the most part that I know. I don't know who we called.
And then that person got the police.
As far as I learned
It was
through Fremont, somebody called. It was after Mike made the phone call.
2 Arcadia security guards who worked in the Walgreens at the same time I did. And never cared about what I said to them about Fishbone. Those 2 were with the police, and they were directing them. They were pointing at me. And the police were following their lead. Mike mentioned called the security guards.
I do remember that there was a security guard pointing. Yes, sir.
So the security guards believed the lies of Mike Mention. Do you understand how scary that is?
How do you understand why I told you I've been conned?
He's been able to convince police and security guards with guns that I'm a pedophile.
So you're pretty much getting your answers that you needed to confirm, correct? Well, let me ask you, and I'll tell you if you're correct.
I need
What do you think of Michael Nimchek? We're gonna go with Michael Nimchek, the son of Mark
He's
Nimchek.
one of the worst people alive, and I made a whole video on it. You should watch it.
Okay, you define him as the worst people alive, which in terms more specific. What makes him the worst person alive? Besides how I told you what I told you. What have you
He
discovered?
has no respect for truth whatsoever. And the reason I'm talking about that New Jersey guy is I can't prove it. I know. That's fucking Thomas Skelton. He's in Vegas. It's been behind the scenes for some time. Because he said,
Do you have pictures to back that up?
I don't.
So
I was so taken aback. Didn't even dawn on me till late. But the second thing he said, besides the dirty clothes, is that something about you filmed me on the strip. That's what he said. And I was just so taken aback. I didn't even know what to think. I obviously thought he was an Nimchek associate.
I don't know.
My camera was off.
Like you do. We can speak in names that I don't even have a clue who the fuck these people are.
Thomas Skelgione is the guy who did the 9/11 trust scam with Nimchek. And here's his main role in that was 2 things. Police scanners, because when they drove around in that truck, stopping here, stopping there, and going to 9/11 alerts, they were using police scanners so that if they got word that the police were nearby, they got the fuck out of there quick.
That is unfortunately the truth that we could say that does exist because it's not just Mike and Mark
He
Nimchak.
was convicted.
Because
One of the
because at the end of the day, anybody can get a few things, and especially on our cell phones today, we can download police scanner apps. We can actually pipe into our location and hear what's going down. You didn't know that, did you? If you go on your phone right now, type in police scan.
The point is that
You can literally listen to an actual police scanners that are going on right here in Vegas. So you can track, what's going on. How do you think the news media?
yeah, sure, but there's a little more to it
The
than
news media knows when there's issues going on, and then suddenly, as soon as there's like a
yeah, I
issue, the
yeah, I
news
know.
is right there.
Yeah, I know, but 10 years
Simple.
yeah, but 10 years ago or 2011, 2012, that was before smartphones.
Smartphones came out like mid like between I believe 2005, right before 2005 and 2010. That's the range I'll say.
Well, the point is that Scalgione has a background in those police scams. He's used them in other crimes. All right.
And that's typical. That's
It's also
that's
very
a
possible.
normal rookie.
It's also very possible he was hanging around schools looking for girls to talk to, underage girls, and that's why he also
Well,
scam.
look at them. If anything, you got a speculation to go off of.
There's no fucking way
Like,
that could have been anybody else.
But here's the thing is,
He's in Vegas.
but here's what I'm gonna have you do. We're here to talk about Mike and Mark Nimchak. Everybody else that's involved, they're
First, I want
second in line.
I need to talk to some of the people who believe those lies about me, and I need to hear the details of what they were told. And I want to hear the details. I want to know what he told you. Bigger than that.
And then you gotta understand that with all the stress that you involved yourself on me before you finally made up by making the video that says, I believe
Stress.
stress. One thing I learned about stress and with mental health don't go hand in hand. They hinder. They hinder.
You think they're under stress?
I'm under stress because I got you to worry about making sure that you're going to correct where we're. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you can correct your involvement,
They didn't do anything wrong.
but
I want you to get that straight. Those pictures of your kids, nobody cares. They were thumbnails down on the bottom of a page.
there is somebody
And
that
the-
cares, and
and
that's
the
my
reason-
wife.
And the
My
reason,
wife does care, and that's the one thing I want you to respect is what I tell you before.
the only
because
reason that I put
threshold-
those there, because I spent a moment thinking, should I crop that out right now or just put the whole page up? The reason I left it up, one of the reasons is that I thought it would get your attention. And then you would have to play ball. And this is hard.
You know what? And guess what? It did work, but as long as you do what I'm saying, I got no
Would you have contacted me if I didn't have those pictures up? Probably not.
My goal was to let you be.
Even
That
though
was what I was hoping to do until that picture was up.
you've got a picture of people shaking his hand.
So I do.
That's fucking gross.
But during again, my time when I was caught into their scheme,
I'm getting emotional inside.
you gotta stay. That's the listen.
This is Brandon Acosta. Watch this video. This is the June 14th, 13th.
Right now, Brandon's also on my shit list right now because apparently he's supporting up. After he witnessed the assault that I got from Mike and Mark Ninja.
He was there.
Yeah, when I get the video, I will show you. He was there. I just don't know if it was him.
What you said to me.
I better say something to you. I want you to listen to it. Right?
I never threatened.
Clearly you didn't threaten him, but yes.
There he is, pointing right at me. He's giving me orders to go fuck with me. How well do you know this guy?
That is well as Mike and Mark Nimchuk.
Would you talk to him last?
The day that I was assaulted by Mike and Mark Nimchuk.
He was on the strip?
Yeah,
This guy.
that's correct.
Brandon Acosta was on the strip.
Yes,
He
sir.
was with him?
And Mike and Mark Nimchuk, which could be telling the truth or lying, have told me that Brandon's siding with Mike and Mark Nimchuk on the assault. That they didn't assault me, that they didn't say the words they said, but the detective and Metropolitan Police have the video that I will show you.
We need to make that video public. Also,
Yeah.
at the same time, tomorrow, I'm putting out a video about him. I'm going to put a name to the face with all of the death threats that he gave me. And there's more death threats. I showed these videos to cops. Death threats. They covered.
Exactly. Even with the video like what I have, where I was actually
That's why I need-
Metropolitan said his battery. They chuckled when Michael Nimchek said,
Chuckle.
fuck you, fuck your legal rights.
You've got to make that public.
Yeah.
Got to say
But if
that.
TikTok won't put it on because it's defined as hateful speech.
No, I mean, not just the video, but your statements. What if we, together, made like an interview and posted it online?
so long as you're good, I will consider you under the pretense that it's 100% natural, not crop. Meaning edited. It's a 100% unedited, other than you putting a title so people know what they're watching.
Did people tell you that I edited my video?
You could tell when I saw a video when you were trying to defame me in one of your videos, you cropped a lot of shit compared to the conversation that we did have before today's meeting.
You're not even talking in any of them.
We were texting through TikTok.
No, that's not true.
Okay. But
The early.
I could tell that you had crop, meaning you kept out other details.
True.
When it said, exposing Kevin Paradowski, a validated liar, or whatever it was, if I were to confirmed liar, which I'm not a liar.
You have, it says in that thing that I posted that he's been, when you're talking about me, it says he's been lying to everybody.
And if anything, I will admit one thing and one thing only when it comes to you.
Pull that
A
up.
lot of my information that I said about you is coming straight from Mike and Mark Nimchuk's mouth. That I was, again, conned to believe in their scheme. How many times have I said conned to believe in their scheme?
Right. And that's why I want you to go public with it. It's the only way.
I'm not afraid to tell people that I was conned.
Get the truth out.
I was conned. I'm not afraid to admit that I was conned in their ways to have me involved like I am, that got me involved with Jonathan Cates. And I had issues with Jonathan Cates until finally what broke the whole tension was the latest video he made where he believes that I don't know Mark Nimchuk, which I really don't. Other than the 3 months that I was conned into his involvement, his scam, his scheme. Okay?
Do you think Brandon believes him, or is he just going along with it?
I'm gonna say, for the sake of Brandon, not truly a bad guy at all right now in my eyes, but he's being in the same boat that I was in.
You know that
I believe Brandon might be going through a similar concept that I was in,
I managed to,
where he's being fed the words and he's gonna find out down the road.
and you never tried to tell him the truth.
How can I when he's always hanging out with Mike and Mark Nimchuk? And I don't want to deal. And I'm telling you right now, I am wanting to discuss what the public needs to know, especially how the police, disrespect me on the issue that the public needs to see the actual video. that TikTok won't let me put on because it says removed for hateful speech.
Why
and
don't you,
people
why
hate.
don't you show me that video, right?
Show you the video. So
You understand? We can't be passive. We've got to be active. And we've got to get back.
I'm not gonna. I'm not here to hide anything, but here.
We've got to get the truth.
So the veteran confronted him, and I'm just watching it. I'm doing my thing. My own concept. They built their shit around me. So watch. Just one retard, right?
You're a fucking retard. Knock it off.
I don't have to my legal rights.
This has nothing to do with him, and you fucking know it.
Legal rights.
After it twice. This has nothing to do with him. Give it up. Take it back. Fucking Frios. So knock your shit off.
Say all the salt, motherfucker.
Fucking Frios and fucking pop stuff. What's his name? Back up. Back up. Back up.
Tell you since it's Michael and Mark Nimchek. You want us? Be smart. I gotta record it.
Stop.
That's the video. Do they
What's the date of that?
know the day?
He says my name. What is it? He says that you're with me and Rios. 21st.
Right. If I you, where you said that I need to get a job, I can't get a job.
It's only 2 weeks after.
Do you remember your message where you said, how about get a job? When I showed you my little basic setup for mental health. I'm 100% PMT, buddy. I can't get normal work like you think I can.
That's crazy.
This is the video. Okay? Then, okay? Remember, I tried to post it on TikTok. And TikTok removed it before it even can go public. You read what it says, right?
Send it to him.
I have a picture of this on the Facebook when we were communicating when you were fearing that Mike and Mark would come after us because I'm going public with what we're talking about. Okay?
Send that to him.
This,
Video.
I can send you the video. You just gotta hook me up with a damn number. To this phone,
725.
you gotta let me get going.
I sent my number in the private message. 780 5679.
Okay, and add your number. Put you as C. Okay?
When there's like a setting for like the video quality. Try to get it as high as possible. Sometimes it's
Not worried about the quality. You want the original or do you want it? Do you want
the original.
So that's what you're gonna get.
What else would I?
So now,
But sometimes the phone like wants to send it as low quality because it's
let your phone say it's low quality.
no. I mean the quality of the video. Like if it's lower bits, it's because it's when it's sent over SMS. Let's see, what's another way you could do it? My God, he says my name. They go slim in, and they attack you, and he says, "Fuck your legal rights." And you showed that to police.
Why is there two C's in here?
Did call me Jay?
5679, right?
Yeah, 725 780
5679. I'm gonna send you the video.
What made them think that you were working with me? Did you talk about me? Bunches.
No, because you're on their mind.
So basically, anybody who's against them, they think is working with me. And that I'm a pedophile. So anybody who's with me must be with me, a pedophile. Do you see how he uses these lies to discredit, to dismiss the truth tellers? And to say, no, 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 don't listen to him.
Again, smooth with his words, but his body language says otherwise.
So, did you see the video that Don Shipley got from somebody and put on his set?
Did you receive my video?
Yeah, I believe so. So, you see, that's what I mean. Like, when they come over, it's low quality like
Who
that.
cares if it's low quality? It's the video.
Yeah, but how do I get it in paper?
You got a government phone, buddy.
No, I don't.
For a video quality to come out like that? It's a government phone.
It's not the phone. It's the
You got a government phone.
it's not a government phone. It's a regular fucking phone. I have Verizon. I pay $50 a month.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. What the
You all think I'm a fucking bum and homeless, right?
That,
have money.
that kind of shit right here on your phone don't help.
Who gives a fuck?
Wait, but what's it like? How old is this phone?
It's a 2022.
Can't be. The design, the material.
It's
You
a 2022.
You might have a. This is a 2022 iPhone SE that I got from the VA.
Look, how do you do the fucking
But like right there.
Here, what do you know what you can do? Post it on your TikTok very quick. Put it up again just for a minute. I'll go to
Same
you.
thing.
I will go to your because then you're the
I'm not even supposed to listen. I'm gonna tell you this right now. There's a lot of shit that I'm going against the VA talking with you on because I'm trying to. I'm trying to help the VA understand you a little better.
video's okay for now. We'll figure that out.
That's the best I can do. That the VA can't, question me. If I'm stable or not stable myself.
Can I talk to the VA guys that
You will have to sign a actual consent form where I allow myself to
because they're part
have
of
you speak.
because they're part of the story too in a way.
Because they saw your message that you said. And that's why that the TPO and all that shit we're all trying to get, get through for you.
What did they say about that? What was going on, or me?
The date of your incident that telling you that they said the VA when they saw the message. Hey, my wall, I still have the officer's name and everything.
That's the card you show.
So if I go to my handbags, we're under you. So the date was on October 2nd. This is when I was in my VA appointment. And you had sent the message same day at 12:36 p.m. when the notification came to my phone when I was at the appointment. And exactly this long message you sent me is why I'm reading it word for word with you here. So like I said, making a video on you. It'll be about what you've been doing in real life online. I'll give you a chance to comment so I can add it to your description. It's going to say, of course, that you knew Nimchek was notorious stolen valve. But you see this, it's your text.
Because how could you not have? Was my thinking.
But either way, my mental health team saw this, got the officer on duty at the VA.
Say what?
For me to send you this and then block you. That's what I sent you.
That's a police officer. Why would he be?
He's a federal police officer if you think about it.
It says VA.
VA. VA has their own police department. And then VA is a federally governed facility.
So they told you to block me, or you blocked me?
They requested me to, and with my therapist helping me out,
But why would they?
because of this message that they physically read on the same date.
That's a good message. Why would they block? Why would they tell you to block?
Mental health team took it as your involvement would be hindering their ability to work with me to get better.
Did they ask you anything about what this is about or who Nimchik is?
Oh yeah, I told him that was the whole subject that it was based off of was my issue with Mike and Mark Nimchek. So what they were doing, and then your message showed up, and I looked it up, and then that's when you got involved, and they're like, "Who's Jonathan Cates?" Said the guy's got his focus on Mike and Mark Nimchek, and they're like, "Well, what do you mean?" You know, I'm like, "Here's a video," and they saw what, and everybody was sending me that you eventually put on YouTube. But then the only reason why I'm here with you right now is because of the last video you made with me involved, where you said you believe me now, which is what it's been the whole time. I had no clue, and now I'm trying to help you understand what needs to be said if it falls in relation with Mike and Mark Nimchek exposing who they are.
And are you willing to go public?
I'm willing to go public for the damage that they did to Kendra, and Kendra wants to make public too. At the same time, what they did to me, okay?
Let's fucking do it. We can take them down if we.
Before you do,
If you're willing to go public.
I have Mama D who wants to set up her own meeting with you in regards to me meeting with you today to give her so she can give you her side of the issues. If not have Kendra this time with, because Mama D will make sure Kendra is with. Okay? But you got a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday this month. That's all Mama D told me.
ASAP, what's that mean?
ASAP Wednesday, then I will call Mama D. Exactly. If we're out there smoking a cigarette, which I know we need one. We need one. But if you want to get on my good side, see, this is me being merciful. Being, giving you a chance. I want you to know something right here. I'm a victim.
So am I.
Okay? At the end of the day, I'm a victim.
You know what bothers me? You've never once expressed any kind of gratitude. I know you're saying I'm this bad and that bad, but you never said, oh, and by the way, thanks for telling the truth.
If anything,
But nobody cares about the
well,
truth.
listen, did I show up?
Yes.
Well, isn't that good enough? Me sitting here,
Not really.
he's sitting
Honestly,
here, he sent you that video?
Yeah, that's solid gold.
Wow.
That's solid gold.
Think about that. I don't have to physically tell you thank you. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I do have trust issues. And I want to work with you, but you better not screw me over in everything that I gave you and told you.
I'm not going to do anything to jeopardize what we've got, though. I care about you.
Smart move, because at the end of the day, I'm going to tell you right
You're a
now,
victim, like you said.
I'm a numbers guy at the end of the day, and I'm obsessed with technology.
What we're up against is really evil people.
Trust me, I'm all about trying to be good.
If we become divided in some way, and
I'll tell you how you're going to do it.
that's exactly what he wants.
You want to do it smartly?
Sure.
If you want to do it smartly, grab your lunch and we'll go outside for a cigarette, because this is a cigarette talk I'm going to tell you. Something that you only hear from an actual veteran, aside from one half of two veterans that can help your ass.
Before we do,
You
let's
gotta mix things up a little bit.
mix things up.
Never do
Confrontation.
No.
Confrontation.
mix things up. Not continuously do the same thing like you wake up and go wipe your ass every day after taking a shit. One day you wipe your ass and take a shit. You take a shit and wipe your ass, right? Hear me out so you understand. I know I talk weird, but I'm trying to be common sense. You know, like every day you wake up, go take a shit,
Yeah.
and you wipe your ass, right?
Yeah.
Maybe the next time you go take a shit, you're gonna take a shit, wipe your ass, and fuck in another bathroom. You're getting the job
Sit
done.
up. Well, what?
Mike and Mark already know you. Every time they go out, you're somewhere nearby.
They know where I live, too.
So change it up.
Do a confrontation. Yeah.
I'm not even do a confrontation. Confuse them. Like you did a good job of hiding from us.
Where do I live? You said I was homeless before, but you're saying also that they know where I'm at.
If I can obtain a copy of the police report that Mark Nimchak filed before he ended up being admitted in the hospital for a month because of medical issues that he puts on you to create because he couldn't keep up with his medical needs because you affected his donations. Which I saw that
Not
one.
fucking donations. Stop calling them that.
No, that technically that's what they're defined as. But here's the thing.
Would anybody donate if they knew who it was?
Oh, probably not.
Definitely not.
Because right now, because of your involvement, like you fixed it, you're fixing it really well. Okay?
Doing my best.
By Mark Nimchak, what he did to me has got me motivated to do a concept for Veterans Day. I want to help another veteran with mental health issues.
That's fucking disgusting.
Huh?
That's fucking disgusting that he would be using veterans' issues to make himself look good when it's just a blatant lie.
Because right now, here's my concern that I
He was
personally have.
also at the fucking firemen's convention. He was there on fucking Memorial.
He's like, what did I tell you before? He's good with his words, but his body language don't make sense. So think about that for a minute. He's gonna be a smooth talker, but his body language will say different. And that video right there, buddy, will help you. You think about it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
If you seem to have the better editing skill equipment to fucking blurt out his language that TikTok says for hateful speech and hateful behavior,
I can find a way to get it up and make it stay up. And if not on TikTok, then on other platforms.
give me that favor. That'd be good justice on my part. And you can say with my name in it, Kevin Paradowski was assaulted. And
Why didn't you put it out? Why didn't you, I don't know what, contact the media, find a way to get it out 21st. I don't know, here.
you want to know how to contact the media? Let me go on my Facebook, go in my photos, and you'll see a Fox 6. Wait, or not Fox 6, Fox 5. Yeah, I took a picture of a car because I exposed the Fox 5 when the camera crew was at Marilyn and Karen because Marilyn and Karen was getting changed to Marilyn and Liberace. The camera guy says it was worthless shit I gotta take a video of. And he gave me the Fox 5 card that I lost, but luckily I took a picture of it and put it in my Facebook. But if you want to see what I'm talking about, how good I am exposing shit, let's go to my fucking... Let's go here. And I'm gonna put a Rithouse game. That's my Android one. Okay, so we go here.
Why don't you unblock me, although, by the way, also, even though it doesn't, I can't get, I can't
Right here. Let me.
messages. I can post videos, but only on the phone, not the laptop, and I can't get messages. And it keeps saying that,
Here. Well, this one.
yeah, I've seen something.
What's the date on that?
It's expired.
I was doing.
21?
When did I find that food?
2 years.
See how I'm
What'd you do with it?
threw it away.
What'd you do with the video?
It's on TikTok. My old TikTok, you know. Here, let's show you.
Did it get a lot of views?
Oh, the one that got a lot of views. Right there. 7-Eleven letting homeless people work without
Is that the one where
records.
you're filming the guy outside?
Took pictures. Check this out.
The homeless people work there? Yeah, I remember this one, but I didn't
That's all expired food from 1 aisle.
I didn't really,
That's all expired food from that 7-Eleven I used to work for. One aisle. You can tell which aisle that is. The pastry aisle.
did you send it to the media?
I put it all on TikTok.
Yeah, but did you call the reporter, the local, news stations.
I sent it the wrong email. Look at my injuries that I suffered when I was there.
You fired from 7-Eleven?
Illegally spent 3 times till I quit.
You know he said what he saw.
Everything you've seen there is what I've dealt with. But I'm still standing here taking shit. And you got a question on me.
Somebody hit you?
Yeah, did you see the rib cage?
I not just
Jesus. Yeah, there it is.
That was a baseball bat they hit me, and not even 24 hours later.
Baseball bat. Were they robbing the place?
I was trying to steal, and I was told illegally to stop them because I found out from Metropolitan during the time and I didn't have a guard card to do what I was being told to do, and they knew the 7-Eleven was, lying me that I had to do it.
7-Eleven told you had to
7-Elevens are
as a security guard? Because normally the companies say don't do that. If they're stealing, just back away and let them do it.
they're out of state, they're out of country people that are franchising ownerships of 7-Eleven.
Do you have evidence of a phone call or an email saying that, hey, you have to be a security guard?
Unfortunately not, but those injuries were enough in the police reports to to back them up. Did you see the injuries I suffered?
Yeah.
And I'm still standing here taking a beating, even with me.
Bleeding from the mouth. I mean, and the rib cage looks terrible. Did you knock your teeth? Did your teeth damaged?
Never were. Because I drink a lot of my milk, and also I'm former military. What do you think the nickname earlier when I moved out here? I got the nickname Balboa. I can take a beating, but guess what? They can't knock my ass down. I put more people in jail than I can count on my own fingers and toes at this time, even with yours combined too. For shit like that. I'm not. When my mental health gets affected until I calm down, then you get that. And that's one thing that I'll tell you Mark and Mike Nimchek are doing to me right now. If it wasn't for me talking to you, you wouldn't be able to get any of some of this shit because I'd be sitting there fucking under a mental state.
Yeah, I've
Because if everything is being corrected right now that's being done, and I will tell you right now, as long as you got your mindset to be stabilized, that you understand this.
yeah.
Mike and Mark Nimchek got you involved with me because they needed somebody to be victimized, and that was me, to deal with you and to be gullible enough to believe in what it is, so that they can fucking continue doing what they're doing.
And they used Brandon Acosta before that.
Here's a Brandon Acosta now.
Yeah.
And Brandon Acosta is acting like me like I was for 3 months before I got the fuck out. Because Brandon Acosta, last being told, is defending Mike and Mark Nimchek from the video on here.
No, that makes perfect sense now. In that conversation I had in the police station, which you really should listen to, it's 30 minutes long. But at one point, Hogan, who's investigating the assault that night, tells me that, I talked to the black guy. And I said, no, which one? Because I was trying to get him to say the name, but he wouldn't do it.
Problem is, you don't
He's
listen under certain levels of information. Unless it's authorized, we could talk about it. But if you don't have the actual authorization to mention certain names because of their field of work they work in, you gotta be a little more patient about it until you know it's gonna be okay. Because I'm gonna tell you,
I've got him on video making death threats.
That's great. But you can't give blurt out names as easily as you think right now.
But the point is that fucking detective is protecting you.
We're living in a corrupt United States right now. But the problem is the only way we can fix it is
to tell the truth.
That's why we got the one thing that the government wants us to have that controls what because I'm gonna tell you this right now. You wanna hear my honest truth?
Cops are working with no shame.
Listen,
Brainwashed.
the government.
They're getting paid. That's explosive.
You want to hear what I'm
explosive.
Listen,
that's the biggest news going on in this fucking city.
You want to hear what I'm gonna tell you?
He even sees it.
Let me just tell you how it's simply termed.
He's doing it in plain sight.
These devices are not only our friends to everybody, but our enemies. If I want these to be our friend, we have to use the same devices they're using to be their enemy.
That's what I've been doing. That's what you were doing in your own way. I just don't know why you didn't make it more public about Nurture.
Again, when I'm under mental health effects.
Right.
Okay?
And you just found out.
It's a fight or flight scenario. If you really want to simplify it, when you have a mental issues, it becomes a fight or flight scenario. Okay? And if you're military, you're always wanting to fight, and that's all what you want. You think about in your mind is fight, 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 because you is no Marine, no Army soldier, no Navy SEAL. Mark is not a fake one, But you see what I'm saying? Military don't run. We look the devil in his eyes. And if we can kiss him, we will kiss the devil himself.
We got,
Spit out his fucking feet.
you just said what's the most obvious thing. Don Shipley. You've got to talk to Don Shipley about this. Because he hasn't been proactive at all. And the last time I exchanged emails with him, just about early October,
Don Shipley.
he said, I'll show you the email if you want.
No.
He says, I expose him.
Our introduction is trying to get things straightened out right now. If you want to talk things, this takes time.
I'm trying to, I've been doing this for 6 months. I've been trying to get the media here.
6 months? You should have already had your facts and everything much better than they are right now.
You think so?
6 months?
Do you know how long it took to...
You got here. You got a fucking HB, what?
And
Yeah.
do you know how long it took to bring, from the day that Don Shipley identified him as a phony to the day he was arrested? How long did it take?
Again.
1 year.
So you wanted to vote a year? Or of this bullshit?
Well, that was to get him arrested. What we have right now
Is proof that...
is enough to have this as a news story.
So then if you know it and you got
TV.
the ability, you want to make it happen, all you gotta do is just...
News. National news. That's what this fucking is. Because this guy's a national figure.
Then make it happen. But before you do,
Look at my videos.
Wednesday,
People are interested.
listen, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, you'll be speaking with Kendra and or Mama D and or Kendra. If you even get whoever you talk to, whether it's both or one of them, you're going to get the rest of the information you need before you continue it. So prepare for next week.
Big evidence of crime. Smoking gun evidence of crime.
Or probably Kendra, but then there's Mama D that could.
What do they got?
Hey, they got 14 years, maybe even more. Because Mama D is a lot older.
Hard evidence of criminal activity.
If they don't physically have it, I better guarantee I know who she can lead you to get it. How to get it. If you work with me, listen, if you want to work with me,
You need to get that
I'm
shit.
gonna tell you right now, here's where
Get the media.
I got a mother-in-law. If we can get my wife convinced that we are cool, wife's cool with you just do what my wife said, please do, because she's an Aries, okay? You piss her off,
I don't believe in Australia's life.
you might want to. It's like truth. But let me tell you this. My wife is well known that she'll continue an argument going to the point that you want to commit suicide. I promise. Okay. And trust me. That's why I'm saying just work with my wife. Get her if you get my wife
That's
convinced,
the way I am too.
if you get my wife convinced, okay, she'll call her mom. Her mom, which within a year ago, recently graduated law school. She's not tied to the bar, but she has abilities to get access to things that we normally have to pay for.
She was a paralegal.
No, my mother-in-law recently graduated law school. She's not attached to the bar yet. Anybody.
Hasn't passed the law.
In other words, she's not working for a law firm yet.
She hasn't taken the bar exam.
But she has the education that allows her to go on what today's lawyers do and overprice you on. You have to normally pay for at least for a 1-week trial.
I've taught.
My mother-in-law can literally do you a favor and get you information. But the only way my mother-in-law is going to help you is if you start with convince my wife that I'll tell her that we had a conversation and it kind of went all over the place. But I'm gonna tell her within a few more visits, I think that Jonathan Cates and you will get along because I will invite you to meet with Jonathan Cates with me. Because we'll meet up probably more than a few more times. Clive will see it. She'll accept you. I mean, right here in front of you. She'll be right on her phone going, come on, look up this guy. You got a pen and paper? Look up this guy. Tell this guy that because my mother-in-law is on set income and she lives in Wisconsin and is dealing with her own issues. As soon as my mother-in-law gets to a library, she can look this shit up and get the information right to us within 48 hours.
What information?
It's information you want. On a specific individual, since you want more information on Mark Nimchek, right?
Sure.
You want to validate the evidence that for all of us victims. You want to help the victims, right? I guarantee my mother-in-law can do it.
But that would be
But it doesn't matter. You see how he conned me, right? And we can affirm that's a con. He conned me on my mental state, with my mental state and my ability to believe what he told me. 3 months later, I got smart and got out.
And she wrapped around his little finger.
See what I'm
Hook,
saying?
line, and sinker.
That's what he does to people.
I know. That's why he's dangerous. He can get them to do anything.
So,
He's probably.
you understand my strategy?
He's probably tried to have me be killed or beaten up because my address is public. Do you know that?
Everybody's address is public.
No, theirs isn't.
Like, the thing is,
That's why they still have
listen,
fucking
I'm going to tell you
hotels
something.
that they still have on their TikTok.
I'm going to tell you this right now. What they do know, there's your weakness. And then,
We
when
don't know it. You mean what they made up about being a pedophile and all that bullshit?
yeah, that's their weakness. Because
Did you
listen,
ever ask for proof, by the way?
that's something that I can never get which way unless I get my mother-in-law to look it up for me.
Oh, I heard it. So it must be true. See, that's...
No, because certain things like that take an extra step to validate.
And the craziest thing is...
And those steps I can only validate somebody like my mother-in-law who isn't attached to the bar unless I pay the lawyers or pay a private investigator to look it up.
But you don't need a private investigator.
Right now, your only issue, your issue,
Could have just... If you Googled my name, if I was a pedophile or something, you would have been able to find me, right?
if you're a registered pedophile, but I can't.
There would be news. There would be something.
Depending on who you are, yes, there would be something, but not every pedophile gets known.
Well, wouldn't you want to check?
I would check, but again, I'm not involved with you as much right now.
It's the craziest thing. I don't get it. I spent all this time putting the truth out, right, on my social media. They didn't do any social media. Nothing. Except when they put you to make those, who made that video?
Which one?
The one I'm with. Bubba is, I'm going to be Bubba's cellmate soon, where it's got my name. And my face with the red shirt and the white pants. You made that?
I made that.
Who decided what to write in it?
It was when I was truth, I was convinced because of the conful ways they told me negative stuff about you.
Did they tell you to post something about me?
They knew I was doing it and they encouraged it because I was in belief that you were a real bad guy.
Why didn't they ever do something themselves? They could have made an anonymous account.
They do, but then
Because then I would know what they're saying, and there would be proof.
you want to know what they're
There
saying?
would be there would be proof that they're saying it, so they keep it under the radar. Because if people say, "Oh, they're saying it's a bit,"
This is Michael Nimchek's.
be able to check it
This
out.
is Michael Nimchek spam texting after that video I sent.
Spam texting. What if there's a
Meaning he's constantly hitting send after he says something.
for a power outlet? Because I was going to plug in. So what is this?
Okay, so these were the bunch of okay. So remember when I did this video after you saw this? Okay. So he started spam texting when he knew I was getting the cops involved to Kendra. Kendra then cried, He screenshots the whole conversation. Okay? You want to know something? That's something Michael is
What was that Brandon one?
that's towards the end.
What are they? What are they talking about? It's on you to witness.
This is Michael Nimchek talking to Kendra, trying to avoid any repercussions to the video that you saw.
Which video?
The video I just sent you.
Oh, okay. I get it.
What spam texting
They're
is,
asking you to move down.
and I refuse because if you look at the beginning of the video, where you saw my little setup, their signs weren't there. I was there before them.
Wait, but Brandon's not in the video, right?
Brandon isn't. If
Is?
you look closely in the background.
Holy shit. Holy fucking shit.
Here, I'll show you.
I contacted him on Facebook for the first time
Nope.
around this.
What? Hold on.
Yeah.
Nope. And then... Oh, sorry, damn. And I think... See, Brandon was standing over there. When the fact that you saw happen. He's right on where that American flag is. But... I didn't argue that.
Yes. He emailed it to me.
You're on my phone number.
But yeah, but the email will be clearer. I never understood
You
why.
got my phone number, don't you?
Yeah,
So text me your email and I can connect right to your email directly.
it's right here.
Just text me your email exactly, like, tag me and take my number from your email.
It's right there. bdnfreedom@protonmail.com.
I just take, if anything, all you do is you, see how it's in blue here, where if you click on the blue wording right here,
Yeah,
it would take me directly to your page.
Yeah.
Okay? So you need to do that with your email. Send it to my phone. I click on it.
well, it's a hyperlink, but emails won't show up as that.
So sure,
Okay, so
you give me to the account that I can,
you want me to reply to this with my email? Okay.
yes. And I email you later on with everything because I got too many fucking pictures. So if we really go into it,
I don't think it'll take up any space. See if it'll attach and
I'm glad you understand. You see how good I am? When you were pissing me off, I started looking up everything with you and I started screaming. That's why these are our fucking enemies. Okay, at the same time, our friend. If we turn him to be our friend,
it's why I put the stuff out there so that you would read it. Other people would read it.
see, I still got the screenshot with that in it. I keep it in there for a split. I take pictures, Rios will show me on his phone what you were trying to do.
That looks quite a bit bigger than the one I.
Well, here's some text messages. This one is, again, when I was talking with you.
Yeah, my organization is just a complete mess now because there's so much stuff, so many screenshots, videos.
If you're willing,
Editing.
if everything we're about to do together turns out that you're just as much of a victim, like I was thanks to you, how you did to me, and you can make everything work that it's making sense. It all falls back on Mark Nimchek and Michael Nimchek. You're gonna be good in our book, and we can actually call you over and all that shit. But right now, you've done your part that you gotta fix, and it's real simple. It seems like if it was simple as finally me and you talking, it could be that way for Nicole, Kendra, Mama D, Rios, everybody. Next thing is you're coming to our crib, and we're about to create a fucking stealth operation that they're unaware
A confrontation.
of. Stealth operation. In other words, they will have no clue that who you are, besides who you are, but who you're affiliated with. And they're going to feel the shock of a lifetime when they find out that their lies are being exposed.
The other way to do this, we do a confrontation the right way, we can get 1 million people.
Talk to me, Rios. Let's go. My phone never rang. What's going on? Okay, what's going on? Nothing's coming in my phone yet. I don't know why. What's going on? Still goes Jr. with Jonathan Cates. No, no. I'm going to tell you guys right now. Everything. Mike tried to call Mama D, and Mama D told you guys because he was curious. He was curious what's going on in our household. Michael Nimchek wanted to find out what Kendra and you and I and all of us were doing in our own home. All right, well, I'm glad you told me this in front of Jonathan Case because that's something Jonathan would like to know a little bit more about Michael Nimchek. Michael Nimchek is making phone calls to other people that don't like Michael Nimchek. Trying and apparently he called Mama D, stating them to them. Mama D then stated to them that Michael Nimchek is trying to find out what the hell's going on in her home.
You mean with me?
Okay, so what were you going there for? Perfect. I just want to make sure that I'm on the same page. All right, so because Mama D already told me, and I already asked Kate's here, and, because Mama D wants her and Kendra to meet up with Kate, and Kate's agreed that Wednesday ASAP, because Mama D only has Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, that he would like to meet. So if Kendra's up for Wednesday, she can try to get coming. Kendra said yes. Can you? Okay, so here's the question. Can you meet with Kendra and Mama D somewhere in North Vegas?
Or if just anywhere.
hey, Michael, would it be, or Rios, would it be good, that Kendra and Kate's meet over at the McDonald's, right the corner? Yeah. You want to do McDonald's in the corner of Lake Mead and Las Vegas Boulevard? Kendra's got an appointment and needs to be able to be close by.
Is there a chance Nimshik is going to come in and see us meeting?
Oh, or close term medication, Rios told me.
What?
That from neglect, I told you that dipshit Michael Nimchek, put on Kendra that she's doing better, but she's still recovering from all that bullshit.
Is this McDonald's? Is there a chance Nimshik is going to walk in and see us together?
There is a chance that either Michael or Mark could walk in there and see him, but
That's no good then.
Yeah, man.
It's no good.
okay, so I got your phone number, Kate. I will talk with Kendra to make sure that Kendra understands this where is a good place.
Tell them,
Accommodates her, but also make sure that Mike and Mark will not see him.
tell them to get a video of him walking.
Kate wants a video of Mark walking, if that's okay with you guys.
That's fire right there.
Yeah, if you guys can record it.
How could you not have done that?
All right. Well, I'm gonna let you go, guys. Because me and Kate's about to have one, I guess a ending eating cigarette. Because I didn't know Kate smoked cigarettes. And then I'm gonna make my way back. Yeah. Exactly. You got it. You only got like a little over $10. Why? I can stop. I know though to get you something. I'll surprise you guys. That's again. Okay. No problem. Yep. Like
Like the main picture of me is
eat your hat.
I'm literally smoking a cigarette.
Well, why don't you grab your lunch and let's go out and have a cigarette?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna put it this way. Okay. You're like me. You're gonna be like me when it comes to bullshit. You get a little too passionate. I know I need to control it. I'm gonna say the same thing for you. Control it.
You should be outraged.
Because right now,
You should be fucking outraged. And I should have.
the problem. Listen, remember when I was outraged
I've
with
been
you that day?
smoked down.
Remember that day in freeway?
Yeah.
You know, I almost passed. You
That's
literally
why I
said,
kept saying you're mad at me and not him.
listen,
That
do,
doesn't make any
do,
fucking
do, do
sense.
you want to know why I calmed down? I literally almost passed out. My blood pressure went to the roof. I was almost about to collapse right in front of you, medically.
Why did you block me? Why didn't you text me and say, take the pictures down?
Again, I'm dealing with the VA, so I gotta convince the VA that you and I are working with the kinks up.
Let's go down there and look at the VA, and I'll explain everything.
Okay, you might wanna.
That way,
I got an
we
appointment later on this week.
can get Don Shipley involved. Because right now,
You want it to happen?
he says,
You know it's gonna be two-part. It's gonna be two-part. You wanna know why it's gonna be two-part?
he says,
I gotta tell them what's going down.
expose a phony, and I move on to the next one. And I said, but Don, this is big. This is Nimchek. This isn't just any phony.
If you want me to get the VA to work with you on my behalf, I have to talk with them this November, like the first week.
Unless that's
So I have an appointment. Then the next appointment that I have, which should be in December, is when you're gonna come.
I'm gonna talk to that fucking McDara, and I'm gonna chew his ass out, and I want to ask him why the hell he didn't look into Nimchek and see that you're being manipulated by him.
I want to chew him out. I'm gonna tell you right now. When it comes to it,
Because he's a fucking cop here, and they're fucking working with him. Instead of the VA cops, they're probably all convinced that
right now, when
legit.
it comes to those kind of authority figures, if you want to chew him out, you gotta chew him out in a respectful manner.
He's working with
Because
Nimchek. If he didn't tell you, hey, get him, that Nimchek guy's really bad news.
The problem is you got to do it in a specific way that even the police will be convinced to work with you because right now you're dealing with it. If you want to take that same rage to the God, no, listen,
What the fuck is all those people doing?
listen.
Why?
You're dealing with a higher power. The only way to deal with a higher power is to be smarter than them.
No, it's to expose them and embarrass them.
That's called being smarter. If you let them expose what makes them already bad, you can easily get the information out there
Yeah, but the only,
that makes them look bad because they're the ones that are willingly letting it be known and you're able to record it. Their mistakes.
yeah, but the only problem is I've already put cops on tape saying damning bad things.
Right now, then guess what?
And media doesn't care.
You know why he doesn't care? Because they know what you're trying to do. So now you got to change your routine.
They don't know what I'm trying to do.
They do because they're speculating based on what you've already posted, exposing the bad cops that are not doing their job. Like I can do too.
And that's all true.
Keep-
I have video.
That's the thing is, but because it's public, the cops can see too, and the cops are already making their calls. Do you know the police is paid by the state? Who runs the state?
The governor.
Governor, the mayor. They're all connected.
Do you know I was at the governor's office and I wrote a whole thing about it on Twitter with pictures?
Talking to a guy who was seeing things that I should never seen when I was in the Marine Corps. Do you know that my fucking first 2 weeks when I got to my fleet, all I could hear was my between going, "What the fuck do we go there? What the fuck do we go there? What do we go there?" And I'm like, I even said, "You got your orders, right?" Because being freshly in the Marine Corps after boot camp, and they're like, "The orders didn't make sense," and that's when I got to start cluing. I'm like, the thanks to what I got exposed to, I wanted to be an American war hero. I said because I was during the whole plan there. I was in the military. Biden was in the. Was it or not? Was it power? Okay.
What years?
I was 07. I got my DD-214 everything on me. Okay. September 19th, 2009, I was medically discharged. I was administratively separated from the Marine Corps due to a medical condition that until after 2015 or so. Maybe even a little later than that, I was diagnosed with MBD. And then I got diagnosed with MBD and IBD.
Honorable discharge?
I took general under honorable because my fairness to take honorable discharge would mean I had to go to war. Never saw war. I was being abused by my own fellow Marines. So I took the general under honorable conditions. What does that mean? Do I know the difference between honorable and general under honorable conditions? What my rewards are? It's where I get buried. That's it. Honorable and general under honorable conditions have the same benefits other than where I get buried. I can only be buried in a national cemetery. In an honorably discharged, I can choose to be buried in an Army Post cemetery or a national cemetery. It's the only difference between the two discharges.
Which one's
It's where I get buried.
That's it?
Yeah.
Which
The
one?
benefits are the same.
Where do you want to get married?
I don't care. I'm getting thrown off a plane into the ocean and because I'm a firm believer.
Yeah, that's the way to go.
The ocean is a symbolization of freedom. We have more water on Earth than we do land. Even though we have more land than water, but we see more water than land. Because a lot of the other land's underneath the water, the bottom. It's too deep for us to reach. How do you think the water is not hitting the core?
Is not what?
How do you think the water is not hitting the core of the Earth where it's really hot?
Because
There's a
it's,
crust around
it's all on the surface of the planet.
So we got more surface than we do water, but we see more water than surface.
Lost me.
Look at your fucking map. How much water or ocean you see?
It's like 3/4, 2/3 of the globe is covered.
So 1/3 is land. So if you eliminate the water, we're actually 100% all land. But the land that's covered, the land that we don't see is considered water. We have more water than we do have land. And what better way to symbolize freedom by being dumped off of a fucking cargo plane into the ocean?
No.
Now become bait food for the fucking fish life and the sea life in that ocean. Get shit out, float to the bottom, and become part of the new seabed. One with the ocean, one that symbolizes freedom.
There's a line in Moby Dick though that has always terrified me of the idea of
Yeah, fucking
falling for forever down into the
abyss.
to the ocean floor.
I'm not afraid. Listen, you want to hear something that's true from a Marine? I'm not afraid to die. I'm not afraid to put my life on the line. Shit, so a week ago or so, about almost a week ago, there was a guy that got shot. Died dead right in front of me, bleeding out. His body twitching. Drug deal going bad.
Where was this?
Right there on Utah and Las Vegas Boulevard.
Did you get video?
What point do I get video when I watch a fucking 45? When I thought it was a 45. Going through a dude's head. The dude fell flat on his face. His body was twitching because they were part of being shot in the head. So a lot of gushing out onto the fucking street. And all I did is I grabbed my fucking trusty this little motherfucker. And I was like, this going down because they ran. Okay? I had two armed fucking motherfuckers running. And I'm sitting out there ready to fucking duke it up. Because I didn't know where they were coming around. If they were going to come at me. That's what Marines do.
Yeah, that would be pretty. Especially if they think you're involved somehow and witness.
Because number one, when it comes to witnesses, eliminate them. Especially when you commit a crime. If you think I have this knife,
You ever think of just going back to Wisconsin?
nope. Did you know Wisconsin has one of their Wisconsin? Did you know Milwaukee's in the top 10 as the most segregated city?
Oh yeah, and there's a lot of problems with
The north side is the most segregated part of Milwaukee.
issues of voter suppression of black people also, and of course Jeffrey Dahmer.
Right? Hotel, it's still standing. They won't even let you go in his room. They committed all of his crimes in.
They say that he got away for it for a long time because the victims, a lot of them were black and Asian, and he never.
Drill into their skulls and put acid in their heads.
He was white, so the police were like, "Well, I don't want to wait." And there were 2 black women.
I know, no.
So,
you know who Ed Gein is?
Who?
Ed Gein.
Yeah.
And he's one of the other original
Ed Gein.
Wisconsin serial killers, but he's not even a serial killer. He got more charges on him for corpse manipulation than actually killing people. He only killed like 2 people. But he dug up corpses, scanned them, and how do you think Chainsaw Massacre got the idea? Because Ed Gein actually made furniture out of the human corpse that he mutilated. Even there was a suit that he made out of human dead skin. He skinned.
Sure, that's not Buffalo Bill. And
there's movies back in the 70s and 80s that were inspired because they had.
South of the Lambs.
Yeah, Ed Gein inspired
The skin suit.
films, especially Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's not the thing I want to think about.
Chainsaw Massacre was inspired by Ed Gein when he made a fucking human.
Gein. That's crazy. What's this for 1 minute? What's this for 1 minute? Oh, it might what's for 1 minute. Okay, this is the White House, right?
I know what I'm looking at.
But he starts out saying this is really the best of America. The people who are here are the best of America. Watch this.
What America is. What I'm looking at today is people who love this country. We have a gentleman standing over here to my right that has a T-shirt that says everything I ever needed to know. Step up here if you would, please. My friend, step up. I T-shirt. Did you make that yourself?
Yes, we designed it, and here's the price.
Okay. The 10th anniversary. Never forget. Police. Are you from New York? I see you.
I was there on 9/11.
What'd you say?
I was there.
You were there. You were at the Ground Zero on 9/11.
Permanent.
Were you a part of the first responders, or what were you
Yes.
doing there?
I was one of the first responders.
Bless your heart. What were some of the thoughts that went through your mind on that?
You can't put it in words.
Kill the infidel when you have not to Islam.
Right.
It's their
How many Americans have stroke?
it's their fault.
Is that-
They birth to Islam.
I can't put it.
Kill.
Something you learn about when you take speech courses. Just like, did you know this? If you cross your arms, you're in defensive automatically.
Body language, yeah.
This is what you want to do. Pyramid. This is a pyramid. This is a pyramid. Yes. Okay. Pyramid. You know what the pyramid stands for? Think of physics.
Strong foundation.
Structure. Triangle is the most structurized material shape that you can use. Why do you think you see when houses are getting built? You see a ton of triangles.
Yeah, because if there's an odd number, the thing is distributed, it's still in nature. You also see the same thing, like a starfish. And it's 5. Always an odd number, legs.
Then if you see this,
The Pentagon.
this looks like it's you.
Yeah.
Because that's why I take charge.
That's Scalgione again. That's the guy.
If you want,
That guy is the most dangerous of all of them.
let's go and smoke real fast. Pack up your shit, because you got your cigarette out, I got mine out. Let's go smoke. It's not about that, because what I'm about to tell you, I'm pretty damn surprised that you worked in the way that this.
He's the one. And up with fucking head onto his needle headphones. I need to know if you've seen that guy.
Personally, I can tell you,
Are you sure?
when I passed him, yes.
Are you sure?
Positive. 3 fucking weeks. When I'm helping out,
I want to make
that's pretty bad. It's kind of like we're working movie around.
Gotta do is print out a picture, have it on my phone, pass out pictures to people and say, have you seen this man? It's Victor Megan's Long Island. He's out here. He's here to with him shape. And by the way, you know that you saw the Mike Lynching video and it posted for it.
Sean been there 3 years.
You saw the
Well, I've seen it more thoroughly than clips.
What do you think Mike thinks of this video? Kendra liked it last night, remember? Have you watched it?
I haven't seen anything new like the other thing you look at it, but big, I got switch for race.
Well, you watch it and you tell me what he's gonna say.
Everyone is everything my times.
So, believe it or not, is my father. That's hard and that's even.
Watch videos when actually when it stopped with there.
Rescue.
Where's the kid?
We train for this kind of stuff. Right?
Bring him in the seal driver. Mention this. Come back to the one that time on Thursday. Oh, dear. The new one. Is that it? We're going to get Facebook.
So there, I'm not sure much about Hendrix on the news.
He's wearing the sealed trident on the hat. The thing that Mark Mitchell was wearing the sealed trident on his shirt. The thing that he's most famous for. Only the seal of the week. Your times. You're wrong in dungeons. You know.
It's right, not right. No, look at that.
Why can't you figure it out? Why did it's right? In front of
You're dealing with not everybody should like you. You understand?
what we're doing.
We're already doing.
What's up? In your ball. What's to me? Needing for media literacy. Media literacy.
It's only your new things. When you anyway,
Did the key, but no, nothing. No. Yeah, we were in there. That's true.
you're doing. And why not first year? You have to teach people.
I know, I
Not in the next function. You got it to the next. You got to want to get to be smart. Because I've already said.
from doing further research with it. Both the bog down,
Same routine all night. You gotta change things up. Yeah. What?
That's good.
This is only day one.
Very beautiful. Those things.
Right now, you're going to tell you bullshit, right? If you want to put this in a little truth statement, don't go on free money. I'll tell you what.
Yeah. I haven't been told that. I should
You yourself free money first.
get the freedom American flag.
Here it is.
And it gets going now. And people just look at that flag and mean,
Here, I'm going to teach you this. Don't teach. You got to think smarter, not harder. Okay. Here's what I'm telling you. And here's my reason why. Stay off of free money right now. Play your
you make a sign, you want me.
really.
Many
You
people
are you already okay, you got to fix. You fix your part. Where I know that the chance fusion is not going to be there. Right now, think about how people are going to think. What do you mean? I'll work with you. You're going to make it look good. It's going to confuse them.
that's why you got to come out and say,
It's not going to
right on TikTok, take a live video and say, everybody, I was duped. Everything Mark Nimchek tells you is a lie. Everything about John
Right.
is just saying the truth.
But if you're going to change your channel a bit.
Only $18 side. They assaulted Jonathan. They assaulted me.
Exactly.
The police didn't do anything about it.
You're making,
We need your help.
before I make you, you're making everything right. I'm going to cut you off with one reason. I already can see that you're thinking like I am. So make sure you hear me more than what I need to hear you.
Say, I'm a Marine.
I'm already proved that. I got anything video. I think nobody put the organization even. I got like 8214 up.
Right, but
I got my fucking EID.
they'll say, listen to me, I'm telling you, Nimchek is a liar.
Here's what I'm saying. I would like you to
Obviously, you're taking,
why you
obviously, you're taking it.
take a risk. The best risk I like is doing the interview. We can't even set the interview until next week because you're still here collecting Papa D. And you still need to camera. Have more years of the shit you're gonna need to know so you can make your cards. You wanna do this right? Do postcard. Write the life questions. History. Then
So,
one more sign.
they say it's got to put something, let's put it out fucking now.
No.
Oh my God.
Why the hell do you want to make piece by piece? Let's make one big ass video that's gonna eliminate you making 20 different videos.
20 different people.
People?
I made one about Todd Huber, right? It's about the Lyncher.
You were
gonna be able to put some band.
What the fuck is your title of your fucking pages? So, who's your focal point need to be?
Most of them are around it.
Who do you need to be focusing on? Who do you think? Mark Nemchek and his fucking son, right?
I mean, footage of them. Well, you, I do now, and you, and you can't email that because that's your volume.
No worse than emailing you because if it's soon as they separate, you know what you gotta do. But again, not mention my name, or Kendra's name, Rio's name, Nicole's name, Kino Mama D's name. Okay? You can say you got it from a source. Sure, video. Well, I'm in that video file. It's not that edit that. But you know what? If you want to edit that out, you can, but my voice is very distinctive. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
This is from all shouting and heavy smoking. I'm really not caring about if I'm in that video or not. That's an exception.
So I can post that video as it is.
You can post it with your own wording. Madam McKenna, you could say, it seems like Madam McKenna Paradowski. He is truly a victim. And that's what you should say. Kevin is really a victim. Yeah. You can personally say that you now understand I am a victim. And you want to have him on a mental health thing? Say, this is why I realized Kevin's instability. Something that we discussed. You know, and Kevin Paradowski with people like Mark Nemchek that isn't, you know, helping the matter of Mr. Paradowski sustaining a standard livable life that he's medically retired. What a silly thing. Okay. You know how to be more shorts this way. I don't know how to be shorts this way. I'm more third. I got all the birthday so to that. I even got a hard comeback word letter that's letterhead. Letterhead, which is tough writing. It's gift on fishing. You know, that's what I diagnosed for, but everything else, that's my record check.
Anyway, do you know what that flag on the head is?
It's the freaking. Oh, fuck, we were just worried because they were trying to rush me.
We are still supporting.
I know, we're still supporting war, but talk with the country.
Ukraine.
Like, you know, I don't. But you see, how you get a little example of the mental health issues when it comes to stress.
You know where I got that flag?
And, you know, any ordinary military surplus there.
In order. Certainly.
That's interesting.
I was in a base being hit by Russian.
Yeah, it's the I can build the United States, you can build it your sketch, right?
Because the
Right here. So like you did on us.
Presidents, you blame President for everything. I get
Not truly, I did that video. My opinion, that will fucking be story.
that's not a sophisticated way of making it feel. They were economists.
Do you want my hands through the whole problem?
Items actually reduce inflation a great deal and prevented it from being the words to become violent.
You need preventively much worse.
Donald Trump is Donald Trump is freaking 91 and being victims.
Really, right now.
Jury selection is very complete injuries. His faces like the
Look at all of our presidents that we've dealt with in the past. It's that.
somebody said
They tell us shit that they don't commit to.
no, not like that. Trump was a criminal. And on January 6th, he tried to overthrow our constitution.
Well,
They don't have our hands.
let me tell you, I don't want to
Do
TV.
you know that the amount of people that get
I
certified?
like the Capitol riot where Blake fan disappeared out of nowhere. Now he's working with the insurrection. That's what I know about the Enlightenment. I know about Enlightenment big time.
I think you mean the MAGA show.
One that suddenly got spotted by people like you who were taking pictures and found him wearing a fucking suit working behind the other side of the gate in the White House.
Those are conspiracy theories. Nothing to it. That was an insurrection against government and trying to stop the certification of the results of the election. Trump wanted to make himself different. He lost the election. Yeah,
Can you tell me this truth? I would love it, because right now, I'll be honest with you, at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, a lot of political people are all bunch of
what about truth?
Yes, sir.
This is the most important thing. Most big lie is that he many lawsuits. And by the way, that's one of the things he's being criminally indicted for because he's looking people to make false statements. And they were trying to. Fred Raffensperger is. He's not. He's nice. Yeah. He's the deputy secretary of state of the state of Georgia. There's a phone call you need to listen to between him and Trump. It's been out for 2 years now in the election. In that call, Trump is telling him that he needs to find 11,000 votes because he won the election. And Brad Raffensperger keeps telling him that's not true. The results of the election are perfectly above board and confirmed. I'm telling you, you need to find 11,000 votes. You got so much in lost votes.
Well, here's what I'm going to tell you.
That reminds you of it. Didn't you? What people were saying, from the start to this in the comments, one of them that I remember in particular, it was up about the confrontation that I had from the law. Somebody commented, that's true. Without his father's name. And that was a spot on Trump and Minchik are absurd. They're liars. They're spin lies. And they get gullible people to believe.
Right now, see how I sent you that video, right? I keep looking where I don't watch.
My battery died at that.
Black, white, in your potty possession. Because right now, I can tell you one thing I can know on the legal side of things. That black and white, which means that they pipe, video, audio recording, a whole fucking 9 years. You have it all. Matter everything. Oh, we talk about Minchik, Michael Minchik, and now we're talking politics. At the end of the day, you know what? At the end of the day, everything has to be black and white and actually raw. That's the key word.
What I've been putting here?
Yeah, but if you want to improve the political shit, because at the end of the day, I'll tell you the single election. It's all business very fun. Okay.
You haven't been paying attention because Trump is head and shoulders above anything that's ever happened. One match, and only. At the beginning, I always said this isn't about politics, it's about patriotism. But as time goes on, it's very clear that the problems in the country were forces of life. None of that stuff because he was scamming Tea Party people. Who do you think was donating to him? Democrats that made.
I would say that.
Right.
Yeah, listen.
It's always right there. Those are the people who target.
Can I tell you right
You're
here?
the ones who targeted now. He's got fucking Trump signs. You think the Democrats don't get any money? No, it's here. Help the people.
Thing is,
Sure, anything. Because they tell people. Tell you how they prove
you're talking the right words, okay? Think about this real fast. And this is why I'm going to say out political parties line. Why the fuck do we see what we see every day that we shouldn't be having to deal with?
Do you blame Trump for any problems with people in Biden?
Oh yeah, when he was in his first term, And then comparing him to Biden is the reason why I think I'd rather see Trump back in office. But if there's somebody that's actually gonna love their fucking words, truth, then I'd rather see that person in office.
That's
But the bottom line is, look at what you're dealing with right now. You got how many fucking homeless people that
it's related. The decay of society, the crime,
look at this score of evidence.
police misconduct, with veterans not getting the care they need, and people not, like you said, not care. Living like this one
In pretty era, it's been here for as far as I can tell you, 10 years, because 5 years before 10 years ago, I was watching development. I was starting to be in. So let me did between like all nights 2011, was he increased my disability from 50% to 70%. And then it was just recently this year, May, I believe it was, when I finished it.
Votes?
Yes.
Okay,
Like May of this year
thank you.
is when they finally gave me my 100%, and he put under permanent and total. I have that information on me right here. Right now, with
Do you know that Trump has said really bad things about the military? Really disrespectful.
he wouldn't be the only one.
You know, John Kerry.
Exactly. Why do you think you're the six specific thing? He's really the only one. Okay?
John Kerry.
No, I got like 2010. Okay? 15 years worth, 16. Got 16 already. Okay? After is, I call it problems. You have a fucking job between stands in here. And I've been on the streets 7 fucking times. And all sometimes I got off the fucking streets, singing like you see me dressed. It's clean. Shit that I have, which was expensive, isn't expensive because I know it's smart shop. Or smart cheap. Okay? It's because I had to lose everything to get back off the streets. And wow, on the streets to survive. So what the political office for it? Because there's no way of begging it. You got abused. It's a fucking scholar. Break America always increase my elbow, like I told you. It's like 50 fucking years before I got the money that I'm making right now. That I shouldn't be having to have at 37, but I have to. Because we're in an era that nobody cares. My last job was at fucking circle. The main manager was a former Army Ranger named Lloyd. And the one that works under Derek Stevenson, Joe is his name, he is a real retired Navy SEAL. And both them together kicked my ass off the fucking curb in one and a half health issues that helped contribute to the VA finally giving me my license. Besides the events I showed you,
Kerry is a SEAL.
he is what Jeff was. That's one I will tell you for sure that I can tell you also confidence. I had 2 Marine high-ranking actors. They're very fucking sort of move. I'll try it out again. That immediately came from 7-Eleven when I tell you all this. I'll show you a briefing of what I suffered. You understand what I'm saying? And then on top of it, then the new like when you did, you know, explosive temper else in the breeder. God damn hell. And then you did mix yourself. The last video is a lead character. Let's try to tease you here because of the 2 of us. Go. It's not the only one that says, wait.
They will be on my side. If people knew the truth, would any of them support them?
Well, the same time,
Maybe they would. Because
the more you get fucking treat you with you want to help me step up for health insurance, make it think get out there better than them.
that's what I thought I'm gonna take the article forward, showing more than any other. Vanessa Murphy.
You see how I'm making arrangements to make sure that the kindred apology can talk with you. I'll mark it like Nick check. Do that for me. You really want to show me that you're going to get my wife be on your side? Because she's questioning you right now. Okay? like you, but you don't hate. Just question. Want to like you? I want to be able to come here and give you any information.
What's the name?
Generation happens. You'll make my like
Cut to the TV. You explain to them all this.
right now. Can you see December because I got a appointment in November and it's a month later and I'll see them again. They're only having time for me once a month. It's all my issues. They're not even current. Your issues get lost. Then you had a whole month's worth of other issues that hinder my ability to progress.
It's little. Yeah.
Our fintech does not want to be here.
You could pass it to the other who aren't listening to me at all.
If we can keep wood up, I don't know if that's what we can do. I don't know too much other than the PA police are a different category. Where
He's been brainwashed by Nimchik too.
you don't know me, Richard. You have what you heard the two is
So why wouldn't he have told you, hey, this guy's social media and he's legit?
well, remember October 2nd was my last appointment. I got an appointment next month. He might tell me something different about running into him if he's working that day when I go to my appointment in November.
He's really gone. The
Yeah.
police are obviously covering it up. He's been here for 7 years. What's your understanding? Wait, what's your understanding of when he came here?
Yeah, you go back. Don't feel.
Anybody has a reason not to trust anybody, it's me. Because she told them. They didn't fucking care.
Because you realize, like, you can look at your videos, it was true. Like, Kendra was being humiliated like I was. Think about it. See,
So it's the same as me. The person's doing the thing. Gets not physically free
and I'm like, and Mark, name check.
but he had to move.
Yes, and guess who stopped?
And he brainwashed people either trying to live or they just didn't care. They just didn't care because he was bringing home the bacon. Like you said, he contributed to the house. As long as he was making money, nobody cared.
Bitch is a brainwashing. Think about it.
Is it?
Money talks, bullshit walks,
Yes.
right?
Because they knew.
No, right now, Kendra is in a relationship. That cares about her, takes care of her, doesn't need medicine like he did, like my dad.
Fine.
Michael has literally a text message which I can
I'm
like bitch that's older than sentence. They'll read where he talks about a guy, you know, named me. He said, I told Kendra to get a hold of Dean.
Something.
No, Dean is some guy that is not afraid to shoot. So he's one to get caught. But Dean would be also one that shoot to look at their check down dead. And he gone down there. Mike Fimcheck is working on a thing like it's giving out candy on trick or treat. That's what Michael Nimchek did. But you know, like her story to be, if they could get a wheelchair now. Reno's finally got Kendra. Actually helped her, that's why she can't sleep after. she's a lot better physically and emotionally and mentally and everything because Michael Nimchek is not fueling her with all bullshit. Yeah. Check. Michael Nimchek, yes. He's got like the fucking doctor shop. And now he knows how to get cut dealers. Like me, he texted me, how can you Michael Nimchek and Andy King knows the skills. Hell, I already know from a few of his dealers, Michael Nimchek dealers. He screwed him over every time. He sold basically $100 in painkillers for his benefit because he wanted it for himself, and he neglected to watch Kendra take him, correctly, or didn't even care. Because Michael says, "Well, I got him in the background. I know he's messing too."
That's where
And that's why Kendra would have been manipulated because he was keeping her doped up.
that's what it's doing with fucking money from the living.
After he might
That's why Conrad didn't want to do anything.
they got the food and the bills paid with the donations.
How did they divide it up?
I don't know how they divide it up. I just know Michael Nimchek knows where to get them and gets
Oh no, I mean money.
money. How does Mike?
Tonight we got a full bucket of cash. Right?
Because they're doing their fucking political choking signs. That's what they're
It's just swollen and they're scam. It's criminal operation. They're doing fraud.
The factory is Mark Nimchek needs to now be sure the baby seal. That he can say he was such to his like when your accents. It's just so
Or shit.
he can do that. Him wearing that fucking maybe some shit. The cops are saying that he can legally wear that and do that as long as he's not receiving government benefits into that.
Yeah.
But if he wants to wear military because he is former enlisted, he should only wear with the Navy symbol on. That's it.
What about the big sign that says disabled prior to
Sure, you can hear
say anything but police?
this. I am telling you what is private, so you get the right information. Well, there we go. That's so embellished. It's wrong.
Stolen valor is used in the fraud.
He is legally able to do everybody. He's not. See the hat he's wearing? This is a fraud right here. That sign is more of a fraud.
That sign is fucking dangerous.
And the thing is, if he's using a symbol, you know what you should do?
Yeah, you know what?
Find out that symbol's copyrighted. And then find out where the copyrighted people are for it. And then when you show that video,
Gee, I never thought of. Did you know that when it was listed in New Jersey, they made the plea deal and they wrote out the final consent judgment about Woodward? It says specifically that he was using the to
that's
what it does.
find out the copyrighted. Like, you know how I know the American Mutual was copyrighted? You can use, so you can't, you know what, you can, documentation for
That he was using them without permission.
this. What county or state was, so guess what, Cleveland's in New Jersey can't do it.
But I had an
New
email.
Jersey has different public laws than Nevada does.
There's a, we got an email, John Hoffman, who was the former attorney general. Like, law in different states.
Again, and you know, the top law, he showing even the state of New Jersey.
Right. Well, what
Right.
he says to me,
You gotta get right the same kind of.
that's what I'm trying to do. That's why I'm reaching out to them trust me. Because in that email, it says, get the Nevada attorney general in touch with the New Jersey attorney general.
You know how you're gonna do it?
Can I put it out publicly that he said it?
You're gonna have it. If you're already engaged, you're still gonna get a public response. But here's your next step. You got 2 feet.
On right, and I was
That's right.
You've heard the casting on bus, right? You get your slap happy ass somehow up to the building and you stand out there. If you haven't, came out there the whole night, actually wait a warning to say, hey, Attorney General of Nevada, hi, my name's John Case. Please give me 5 minutes of your time if you can. If you can't, can we please schedule, the time to be spent the 5 minutes I'm asking for, if not 30 minutes to an hour. Because I need to talk to you about a specific individual.
Didn't it? He took my sign. Fucking off.
Okay, guess what? And
Not the attorney general's office.
that's use your chain of command.
Governors and
Just use your chain of command correctly, like military needs you. Please be voice official and ready. You can push and get back. Everything is speak back. That's why. Not close. Go unannounced. Okay?
I did a Catherine Cortez mass holding.
Listen, what you do is you grab and shoot man to yours. Because we know that you go from there, then it goes to the fucking CEO, that goes to the government, but we'll see. Go from the governor.
I'll stand there with my sign. You'll stand there.
I will agree only if you can tell you get my issues that you granted me. Corrected on your end. Your party. Granted. I victim, not a supporter. Okay, I'm marking my name check. If you get your followers, you get everybody to get on board, they understand that I am a real victim, and I can be a great asset to your shit. And guess what? Just make that shit happen. Okay? Well, apparently you got all three talk real
I
quicker.
have a video. I want to show it to you first. Yeah, I do. But I'm not doing well either.
The shooting you made of me, so that this missile can support your project. Guess what? You're gonna have 4 to 5 other new little hippos at this point that will help you brainstorm how to make things work. Everything right now. So if you're looking in front, you need to take some stuff buffers guy.
People,
They do involve in
boots on the ground, or
numbers. You don't matter.
you're fucking Mars.
Okay? Then you got Rios.
And why the hell aren't
What?
fighting wolf?
What Rios works? Because he's a good negotiator. That motherfucker has connections. How do you think he got me VIP passes to the Skillet concert?
Why is he doing something he just lives on his own? Makes me volunteer.
He had condition. Where's the guy?
That's losing.
He's commented since combat crazy, marked in his record jacket. That motherfucker will kill anybody if him treated the wrong way. Screaming on the ground.
You saw that window?
Like they said, the hair, not tortoise, of 5150. People get at least 5 minutes with me before I do anything that people do. That motherfucker, if he gets triggered one wrong way, you're already dead and great in the ground. And he don't even need a gun. He don't need a fight. Get full of fucking hands. He could be dead. That's real. Okay, like the Trump says he has to come back. Okay, it's in his record jacket. And if he goes anywhere, he grabs, or people like me are 90 days, he's double. Again, make sure he stays.
I question this story. Sense to me. Didn't make any sense.
One thing about Rios.
If he was in bed,
Rios is a legit guy.
why would he do it? I couldn't figure it out.
He went in check one time and time. Maybe because he and I were killing time and we both needed some cash time before 100% came down. Because we were real, man. We needed to get some things taken care of.
You're bro. So you worked with a notorious stolen ballot.
We were broke, and he was the only guarantee we had to get at least $20 that we needed for a pack of cigarettes. So
What do you describe? Well, they, right?
he did some poison.
How could he not have known? It was a criminal.
He wasn't with Kendra at the time. This is during the time that me and Rios
They knew each other.
Me and Rios were here in USS because me and Rios,
I know where that is, and I have.
we were and it's vets, okay? We were both there. We both met at USS. For the same culture.
I was there trying to get people's attention on this. He was also in the bar of American Legion Coast State, where that actually.
Right over here. It's like what this red fund is right there, and the veteran trail drive, whatever.
Near the police station.
Fire station, the rec center, all that shit. Yeah,
I was there. I had a beer in the bar. I talked to people. What we did to
that's what.
you guys are veterans. Why don't you get the veterans fund?
And we could, right? Let's start
It's
out.
down the fucking lawn.
Let's start out simple. Start by fixing the information we have.
So I'm gonna go through the social media. I already have a lot, but last night my head was spinning on so many other things.
You're gonna have a lot going on your plate right now, because you know
I've always loved.
because you want to fix everything because now everything is starting to stand out a little easier than it's been right. You want people like us to work with you. Come in, you gotta fix me. You won't already started. That everyone's close. You want to be your part because right now you got your followers. To make sure they're with. Rio's been
I
like,
gotta do a better job of it. That one video I made where I said I'm leaving is not him.
no, it's a good start. But now you gotta strengthen it.
It wasn't on the streets where you know better. When you get the word out about
Well, it's people are trying to my concept and trying to get the concept really specialized going. So I really do want to help veteran on Veterans Day with donations to November 11th. On November 10th, I'm going to be able to find a organization and the veterans really like take the donations to say, here veterans. I never seen nothing you can do, but because of what I've been through and I understand mental health, here to help you make your mental health a little more easier to deal with.
We've got to use Veterans Day.
Veterans Day is a day that I'm going to bring you up in your as a check. You got. Wait, I'm going to have to make it like. Got to do the cashier's check and you can back with that. It's a cashier's check. For them, they take it when it's down. It's all. Better.
The donations here.
My goal is that it's my time limit. 90% of those donations are going to go, at least 90, it's more around 90% of those donations are going to go right to that lucky better.
Sit out there with a sign. And, there's a phony flaw. Solar valor. Solar valor means anytime you lie,
Whether it's a criminal definition, which involves metals,
Well, you
or whether it's a fraud definition, which is you're using stolen value at the same time as you're
I think that's what we're looking at.
she's trying to try and say, this guy's a fraud. I'm real. Donate to me, not him.
Gonna be no more.
If you have, you could hit 5 veterans come down with you, and then how much you can put with. That's why I do. Why there's not with people who have already come forward from them tears if they hear of them.
First things first, because I'm looking at if we're gonna do that, the issue, but that's gonna be right after Veterans Day.
It listens to me.
No, you're right after Veterans Day. You only got like 14 hours. There's probably enough for you to correct what you gotta correct. And make a video where you make it me, Rios, Bucket, Kendra, Nicole, Mama D, and anybody else that you mentioned.
That's the other thing that I need to talk about that. Because I wrote the things about that day. It was October 10th. When I called Michael Rios first, so then he called me. No, I called him.
We got to share it.
I know it was October 10th. So I started talking 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. What the fuck happened now? We're planning to meet on the street.
Rios is on here, and so we were. And if you fix this fucking said, I got this. Go better, you're supposed to be fucked up. Fix stuff.
You were there, and you're waiting. Sometimes you're waiting for me to be there, man. And you're gonna confront me.
He was gonna confront you, try to do the negotiation that Rios had already raised. Rios told me he was bring people in the vehicle. I'm like, like, alcoholics, and they drink and they keep paying. And
So I pulled out of the deal, and I said, I'm not showing up. I'll watch that video if he's in front of him, and then we'll be, then I'll know you're against.
we were there together, fighting up their back, and he was here with his own.
We can't, the three of us, going in front of you, he's there. We'll make a fucking fire video. We'll get a million views.
Dog is dead. The dog is dead. Movies that kid was trying to get, because I thought that, you can see someone, like, listen, fight man, or that check is. Tell me this, so you training, when you say dog, the dog is used as a guard.
We're just standing there, and I got my sign.
No, we set up. Here's how we got it set up. Want to know how we set it up? We put that we get his view in the camera. We put him in view in the camera. We make a news like set. You want to know what came out?
We send it to guys.
I have a media set up in my base. Let's see what it is. Very small base.
He also said that he has like a TPO of with him. So that's what made me suspicious. I said, wait, how are you going to confront him if you got restraints against him? How was that? That didn't make me.
Here's my media set up.
Does he really have a TPO?
It
It wasn't one. It's 10 kilos.
something here. Like be like this. Media setup. I came on a little fucking light that I can manage right over here. But I gotta get batteries for
What's
it.
your plan for it?
I'm not ready tonight. So let the kids like I can promise you this. He now knows what he's gotta do to get you to get on your good side. When I tell you about my wife, because when you bring me up things.
Where's your daughter and my sister?
So you
Oh,
go
you can't. Give me the video you found of him.
and it's so man, I show the picture and I'm like,
Hinder videos are taken down already. I sent you a Facebook message.
right. So
The Hinder videos are down. And mine are much smaller. Mine are much
Man, these my all three of my kids. Okay? These are all three of my kids. When the listen to me, see if it's some get on. Okay? Okay? That's where she's upset.
What is on?
I just took them out, took them down. Hey, why did you sell? For that, yeah, well, oh, trying to keep it.
But my format is different. Mine were much smaller.
I never took it on. And they're on a YouTube page.
Yeah, but you'll have mine was on a rack. My pictures of the kids. Mine one is much smaller.
What he said right now, Rios. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, I got to get to work on going through that.
You will work on correcting what you did to it to make the impact on me, Nicole, Kendra, Frios, and Mama B. If there's any negativity of Mama B, you get that corrected and your followers are on the page. Right, unless people apply themselves, which is an idea that I'll work with you on, if you like the idea where we can be just inside of the motherfuckers, We can go live with my social media setup.
Yeah, yeah.
Fucking get everybody to understand. They need to understand. Besides you making the introductory clips that you already made on your social media, okay?
Because nobody, no, who would be having a conversation? Because everybody knows. Everybody I talk to, you're not gonna have to. Like two chicken shit to actually do it.
You're gonna have anything that go to my house. Why they're not here? It will actually be there. It's a 100 goal, and she wants to rent a find a like market check when I do it. Because she didn't even tell me every time that name comes up, she feels sick because it looks at her gut. Like, it starts from your end, and you can correct. Again, correct that shit. Let your followers understand that we're victims. You keep your box up like with me. You got to keep. If you're gonna have human flight, these fortified otherwise, back, which will make form appear, which means good. Besides you and 5 others, it's full of 6 different brains. They can have different ideas to make it well known. And it's great press.
And that video is gonna get those views. You just stand there, you can, and then she was yelling at us. She was yelling at person.
Getting it smoke. You can take that video I say, and figure out a way that it won't get removed for hateful speech and hateful behavior.
You want to try to email it also so I get better follow.
I'm working right now because because when I email you, I'm going to email you everything you need to see. Text messages. If you ever hear the word spam text, how many,
I said that before. I don't really know what you're talking about.
how many fucking messages there were, and then he was like, each screenshot that Kendra sent me. The messaging that he was given after he assaulted me in that video.
Yeah.
Calls me there because he was going like, who's using a walk, da da da, send, da da da, send.
Right.
It's voice text. And sending. Text messaging is simply like I'll send you 1 or 2 messages and then it'll be like 20 minutes later you can start. We're talking about 10 minutes in, he sent like 8 screenshots.
A lot of minutes.
He got lost, he was freaking out.
What?
How do you
Oh, yeah. He's on there saying, fuck your guts.
fuck your legal right?
And did it.
Hitting me and calling me a retard when I am legally meant to even say it.
Yeah, that's fire. That's smoking gun evidence getting fit. So nobody should be giving him any name.
Nobody should be really helping him. If you want your gold to make him good in the streets, fucking stew in his own fucking crap. Shit happened. I get that shit is supposed to look a lot better than being, you know. Like if they're school and they're right back at the street. Some of the little fucking heavyweight baby here in my life. Like, Kendra has put a breakup arrangement that he needs place and we can enjoy humans good. Actually, place like they did for respect to separation. On her other property, and directly his apartment looks directly right at our apartment. He taunts us, but harasses us all there on a daily basis. Like when we go outside and enjoy some fresh air on deck, guess what he does? He's suddenly out, which we know he's stalking us.
Video.
My wife has that video. She still has.
All those videos. I still know when for the 30 minutes. Oh,
Wait now, man.
and I think trying to it is I tried that way. But he's in a wheelchair. So he take the food, gets the he gets the kid gift. He's holding he's gonna video of him walking down the street. He's much bigger than the in a way. Not the people are gonna say, yeah,
The only thing that's legit.
that's a
You know, I mean,
exactly how
it's put this in the street.
how many people are doing it? You can walk.
Not being able to.
How many people are on the street?
You right there.
If you didn't think about it,
You want to see California? It's you nuts. Where you were charging his wheelchair, he'd walk into California, see him going to the bathroom. And he really took away the plug outlets.
you don't have one video.
All because during the time that I could have had video, remember I was still here caught in this fucking skinny place.
When do you think he's gonna be out walking? That way that from that it's like a job that was from the house to the party's water.
I haven't seen it exactly. If I go name check, they'll do it right and shit correctly. We just need to remember to grab our phone to charge do this without going there. Because we look at these or do this, for the careful.
You gotta figure out a way to do it. As soon as people know that you can walk, all of the stuff people have evaporates. Don't they? He was fucking counting to the wheelchair. He's not even sick. Well, he might have Parkinson's, but he pretends to be fit in the it's incredible. Let's see here.
I'm not predicted even the police should accept. Even the police.
This is talking about it.
Right? And he said, okay, thank you. Then Wednesday at 1:39 p.m. That's it, right? As we speak, they are the white parking seatbelts now loading to the destination of the strip. The bigger you would like to know this info, if you haven't been in contact again. He said, I spoke with them. I do not believe I have enough issues against the biking. All the against president. They said it's a dollars.
Simple things. But simple thing they said to me. Oh, I'm not better. Could you ever have on 20 p.m.?
That camera was sent to the police. Here, here, it's the link, right? So it's good.
Yeah, the evidence.
I sent that same video.
And this guy did the same thing. Did you see the
I saw that pretty.
Did you see him hit him with the sign? Watch. It's only a he didn't work in the sun. He was passing down the stairs. Beach? Yeah, fuck you, man. This guy, this, uh, I believe because he said he took to try to leave you so and everybody was fine. I got a citation from police against the for assault. Trying to refer to me. And then on October, years on John 50 good thing. Good thing though. I didn't hear about it until fucking a few days ago. But it's all done. And why are you ripping off the gun from guys? So I'm sure of it.
I don't understand how I'm a victim. Yeah, mental health keeps you hearing because if you do what you do, what I'm trying to do is right.
Since it happened to you, happened to me, happened to him, and it happened to Steve. Kendra was working for an engineer and hit him. Anybody else like him?
Kendra was pretty much manipulated. You know, think about it. Michael Nimchek knew how to keep Kendra in his control. If you think about it.
So what was the justification? What did they say? So what?
Wait a minute, people Americans still show.
Yeah, the fucking reservation is like one like building.
It's like, it seems to get spread. I'll be up there like $1 over $1 more. Man, people only spend exactly 429 this test.
Because the hero consider is that here's the video from CBS News, John Shipley and all that. Here's the evidence, but she doesn't believe it. What's going through her head? Is she saying that Todd Gibbons, that's all, that was made up? Right?
Well, you're right. I want to check for future actions. Kendra was being brainwashed, manipulated, but she
Right, like how? What was the story? What was the conspiracy?
because Kendra was made to believe if they they care for her.
Right, but were they saying, for example, that John Shipley makes it checked out? That's not.
More likely what it is, like you're thinking, and like Mark wanted on to Kendra to make her act like she did, they got her in trouble. Then she's banned until the end of November, off of like 3 months, so they 1 year ban.
So she really felt strongly about it.
She knows strongly, she believed it, because like, but the thing is, look at what Blake and Mark were doing to me, is what they pretty much did to Kendra. That makes sense. It was the longest thing that you can make out with.
But what they were telling you?
They were making a battle. What they told me? Because
That's the conspiracy theory.
yeah, let me simplify it this way. They were making you to be the most glorious bad guy out there.
Yeah, and you wrote on the website that like the cops are looking for you.
Yeah,
And they're not.
thing is, My issue is that they knew I'm always the first to get in combat. And there was a fucking street fight out my complex. That's what I'm saying. That's what I fucking do. That's what I fucking do. I jump into it. Even though one of my other managers for my complex had a gun on her. I only had beer mace on me, and I went right in front. I looked at this big muscular black guy who wanted to fight, like jumped in to protect our complex. I went right in front.
Like Todd Huber in that video game. Do dirty work for them. And they'd stay in the background. They send you out to fight their battles.
From good point, when maybe just careful and plan.
How they can
Because he made me believe you were the only bad guy.
say, how does she eat?